Yo, Raz, man, we here in 2026. I hope you had a happy new year, man. There's plenty of things to talk about. I know you are highly excited. I'm highly excited. I know the Xbox streets are highly excited, and there's just a whole lot of excitement going on out here. To everybody around here that's a true Xbox fan, we came out here today to do a slow cooker just for you. We're going to be taking our time. We're going to be talking thoroughly about the whole 2026 25th anniversary of Xbox. Welcome, Rez. Welcome, Spartan. Rez, I know you have plenty to talk about. You've been bugging me for the last week, man. So I know you're not going to sit here right now and be quiet on me now. Oh, no, I know you're not.
Oh no, yeah. Welcome everybody. Hope you had a good holiday, good New Year. Man, wow, I can't believe it, guys. 2026, the year, the big year, the big 2-5. 25 years of the green box. Can you believe it? Microsoft unveiled their console last November, exactly 25 years ago, when Bill Gates and The Rock got on stage and introduced us to a new way of gaming. And man, has it been a ride ever since. Through its ups and downs, lefts and rights, we've seen the rise, the somewhat stumble, and the regeneration, and now the resurgence of the platform. It's been crazy. We've played a lot of great titles. They've really shocked and awed us with what they've brought to us so far. But this, believe it or not, is just the beginning. And I'll tell you why. This is what Xbox has been building towards for a very long time. The infrastructure wasn't there yet. They didn't have the vision quite yet of what they wanted to fully achieve. But this year is the start of the next generation. We're already seeing it in full force beginning already this year with more improvements to their handheld, the Ally and Ally X, more PC store improvements, more games, more announcements, more shows. And it's only going to get bigger, brighter, and better. And I can't tell you how proud and happy it is to be a fan of the platform. I've always been a fan. Me and my buddies, we'd spend countless hours playing Fusion Frenzy and Halo multiplayer, even doing LAN parties, Fable, of course, all the great titles and hits, Ninja Gaiden. So long, for so many years, and it just keeps getting better and better. And we're already in for a treat this month already from the start, where they're doing something they've never done for the first time in the history of Xbox. And that's release the 4 Horsemen. That's right. I'm sure you've heard it already on social media, but it's true. The 4 Horsemen, the 4 flagship titles, the big guns, the ones everybody knows Xbox for. And what those are? Forza Horizon, Fable, Gears of War, and Halo. And what a beautiful way to start it, too, with this developer direct. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I want to dial it back here to a lot of what we were saying. The start of this generation was a slow buildup. We know. There wasn't a lot of games. There wasn't a lot to talk about for Xbox. But they were getting there. They had to start somewhere, right? They started in 2018, right? They started the studio developments, right? Then they started the acquisitions, right? They started building their portfolio because they want to be the content king. They want to release software on a yearly cadence. They couldn't do that with their existing studios. We saw that the past 2 generations, that they had limitations, right? There were longer wait times for new games from Xbox studios. Well, that's all changed now. And we know with development times, it takes multiple years to build these games. So they have to have more studios, and in some cases, studios making more games in order to keep that cadence, right? People call them the Netflix of gaming for a good reason. They've achieved that now. They've now got Activision and Blizzard, who are some of the biggest publishers of games in the world. On top, to add to Bethesda, Double Fine, Ninja Theory, Xbox Game Studios as a whole, where they have 30 to 40 games still unannounced coming out in the next 5 to 6 years. That's a lot of games. So they're not slowing down anytime soon. In fact, I think at this point on, they're not going to ever run out. You know, there's always going to be something to talk about, always a new game, right? And for a long time, we talked about this before we got on the show, Legal and I. Xbox kind of lost its way a little bit, lost its path of its origins after the first generation. They started to try to copy more so the competition, or try to compete more so with Sony and Nintendo at their own game, when really they had the right idea all along. And what's that idea? PC. PC and Xbox have always come hand in hand with Windows. Working closer together with Windows and bringing that full screen Xbox experience is something that they should have built towards and kept building from the first generation. But that's okay, because you know what? They've circled around, they've come back, they realize their strengths, they realize where they need to go. They realize that tying exclusives to one box doesn't work for them. Might work for Sony and Nintendo, doesn't work for them, because they're better driven as an agnostic platform, right? Building their games for any device to be able to pull any of your saves and any of your progression over anywhere you go, anywhere you play. You're not limited to just the Xbox. Now, I'm not saying that they're straying away from the hardware, but the hardware is just one piece of the puzzle. And now they've got all the pieces that they've been building towards since 2017, 2018. With Phil's and the team's visions, we're starting to now see what they were talking about, what they've been preaching, what they've been building towards this whole time. And this is something a lot of hardcore Xbox fans believed in, right? The patience, right? A lot of people didn't have it, right? They just wanted it now. They thought these things can just happen overnight. They don't. They don't happen overnight. It takes a long time to build the infrastructure, to build the devices, to build the studios. It takes time. It's a very long process, right? The old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Very true, and rings very true in this sense. They're finally showing us what they've been culminating for a long time now. And this year specifically, we're already seeing news that they're building towards the next generation. And I can't be more excited. I'm so glad that they're hitting their stride now, and they're doing it in a big way. And it's such a big way that for the first time since I've been a fan, and since social media has existed, I have never seen the amount of excitement and talk about the platform than I have this year. because everywhere you go and everywhere you turn, there's something new or exciting to talk about with Xbox. And what a way to start off the 25th anniversary by going big with coming out with 3 big titles and a potentially 4th mystery title at the end of this month with the Dev Direct. I don't know about you, Legal, but this is that moment we've all been waiting for. I know you're waiting for next year. We get Magnus. But I think this year is going to be their biggest year they've ever had. And they're going to be making history this year because they're doing a lot of things they've never done before in 1 year's time. And this is just the start, too. We haven't gotten to the summer showcase. We haven't gotten to Gamescom. We haven't gotten to Tokyo. There's a lot more still left. And they've even said they have more games to announce that they could fit in one show. And I think the reason why they pulled back, and I know a lot of people were upset about this. I was a little bit too, about the year in review that we get at the end of the year. We see our accomplishments on the platform. They decided to pull that funding to invest it into this year, into the shows, into the games. Trust me, I think it'll be well worth it because we're gonna get our investment worth. We're gonna have so many games that we're gonna have to pick and choose what games we're gonna get to play. And I am just so ecstatic because I'm a big fan of Fable. It's my personal favorite next to Gears. Gears of Fable are pretty close tie, but they're my top 2 from Xbox for franchises, and both of them are coming out this year. And Halo 2, come on, guys, this is crazy.
I was gonna say, don't forget my Halo, man.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't, of course.
Fable and Forza, but you put the last for the best. Okay, best for the last. I see that. Thank you.
Fans, yeah, exactly. Fans have been asking for Forza in Tokyo, right? Like that's the biggest setting. It's been demanded since inception. They're giving you the best version of Forza you've always wanted. They're giving you that crazy open world exotic Fable that we dreamt of with the first game. I mean, the first game was great, but the ambition, the scale of this Fable from Playground is going to be like a Fable we've always dreamt of, right? Like the first Fable when it was first announced. Like this is going to be huge, right? And we're finally seeing too, after all this time, that technology that they've been building towards is making waves in the community through the handheld market. People calling it one of the best Windows handhelds on the market. People saying that it doesn't compare to the older allies because just the grips are just night and day difference. You know, the comfort level, the customizable ability of it, the features that they're building upon more and more, the investment there, the games that are coming on Game Pass already starting big this month with Resident Evil Village, Star Wars Outlaws, Final Fantasy, and more in just the first month alone in January. And January, as we know, is the slowest month of the year for gaming. So just a little insight there. If they're starting this big in January, woohoo, man, you guys, I'm telling you, dude, this is it, man. This is the year. And you know, what did Sony start off with this month? Colored cases for their PS5. Not even the Pro. No games, just colored cases. That's how they're starting. So you could see there's a night and day difference. And I hope that this year, out of everything, even more so than the games, that this is the start of a revolution of gaming where the console exclusivity, the fanboy nonsense, the negativity, the narratives, that this is the turnaround. This finally starts to change where people start to recognize Xbox who didn't before in a positive light, and that gaming becomes more about enjoying the games and loving the games and the platforms, and not the tribalism and the attacking and the my box is better than your box. Little wishful thinking, but I hope out of this anniversary that this is the start of that. And I know Legal's not on my same wavelength with that. He's more not Mr. Nice Guy, but it would be nice if everybody just started enjoying the games again, because that's what this is all about, right? This is why we do
that would
this.
never happen, bro. You know that.
What's up, Robo?
How you doing, bro?
But yeah, like I said, this is going to be crazy for Xbox fans. I mean, we're never going to be eating gooder than this, and this is just this anniversary. I think is the jump start for a new generation and the next generation of video gaming. And I think Microsoft's going to be the one pushing that envelope and pushing the industry in that direction. And I can't be happier as a fan. I'm glad that we're finally seeing all of their plans come to fruition, and we're only just getting started. So I want to pass the mic now off to Legal with my intro and feel how he's excited about the anniversary, what you're thankful for, you know, what you hope to see from Xbox. I will end on a note here that Xbox is a great platform. People don't give it enough credit. I hope this anniversary shows people that they mean business and that they weren't just using talking points, that they weren't just coming up with PR speak, that they really meant what they said and that they're going to deliver on their promises. And this year is more proof than they could ever need. So if they don't take them seriously after this year, then it was never about the games. It was never about them proving themselves. They just wanted the brand to die. You know, they just don't like the brand, which we already secretly knew. But there is no narratives at this point because they've destroyed them all. And I hope the PlayStation fanboys realize that they've made a big mistake taunting the Green Giant, and the Green Giant's about to stomp their freaking box into oblivion. So
they stomp in their faces like they stomping on grapes right now. What are you talking about? Sitting there with 99 cents, inflated, colored ass. $2
cases they're charging for $80 or $50.
That's what I'm saying, man. Press them little cases for 5 cents a penny, and sell them for $50. They got no games. Where's your game? Where are your games, man? You got bamboozled. You got candid camera all over the place. They got the man $1,000 here, $2,000 there. PSVR 2 flop. They have no pillar. Their pillars are broken. Like it's turning into quicksand. They're in quicksand right now. Their pillars are in quicksand and they're going down. They're going down fast. Once that new Xbox releases, man, with Steam on deck, with a lot of front stores on deck, it's over for them, guys. It's
bro, PlayStation's done.
Pornhub has been restricted in America now.
I will. Crap, lost my train of thought. I was going to say something to what you said.
They'd be licking the screen. They have no games, guys. Forza's releasing. Just watch. Everybody's going to go back to their Fast and the Furious days, rev up their engines, and start street racing. Halo's coming back with a big comeback with altered levels for Sony fanboys not to get confused in how to enjoy a game, fast-paced game. We've got
they're going to be playing more Xbox games than Sony games, bro, PlayStation games.
They don't understand. We own ABK, we own Bethesda, and we own Ninja Theory, Halo. They don't understand what we own. We have to make them games now. We took it all from them. We bought it all. Now we're making games. Now we're sharing it. Like they should have done it before, but they didn't. We're teaching them. Remember that little Asian guy, with that big fat white dude in the glasses? Talk about
Shuhei and Adam. Yeah.
Now they slapped them right across their cheeks, and they're like, "Hey, this is how you share. You don't sit there and greed.
Even
share the
Shuhei's been
money,
excited
you
about.
know?
He actually posted about the Dev Direct. He's
This is a
excited
big
for the
industry,
platform.
bro. This is a big industry. You don't sit there, sure, you make your profit, but you share the money with everyone else because not everyone else is going to be on your platform. Remember that. Share it.
Yep.
Greed got to them. That what was that dude's name that got tired of traveling and he was on TV before
You know
he
what's funny,
retired?
bro? They just announced that Forza Horizon 5 reached 5 million in sales thanks to the Sony guys.
Congratulations. We got
They've
50
got 50
million
million
active players.
players.
Congratulations, that's big.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. This,
50 million racers. And what I'll tell you what's different about this generation already. I go to work and some of my coworkers, they have family who casually game or game a little bit more than casual. And they've already brought it to my attention or asked me about the next Xbox. They've heard about it. People are talking already about it. And that's unusual for me. Like they don't usually talk about the next Xbox, and it's not like that. Like not from people who are not like ears to the ground like some of us are, where we're like really heavy on the news bit. They're already aware of it. They're already doing research on it. Like this full PC integration, all the storefronts, access to their Steam games. It's like a Steam machine, but better. Because you're getting the Xbox experience, you're getting the games, you're getting the features, you're getting to play anywhere, which is a game changer. The other two aren't doing play anywhere. They're not doing the same things. This is where it's going to really separate the men from the little boys in gaming. And Legal, he's got a little chicken over there. He's ready to start the fire and start his cook. So I'm gonna. Unless you guys want to comment on the 25th anniversary, what do you think? Like, how has your time been as a fan?
Good time rolls. I'm gonna let Legal.
Congratulations! Can't wait. It's gonna be a big year this year. Cannot wait for this year for the Xbox.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, it is.
Boys and girls, to everybody around the world, we got Robotech in the building. He just made us international. Crashed the show. He just made my day. I love it when my show gets crashed by real Xbox fans. I love it. Resident Gamer Zero, you shocked me with that one, man. I'm glad you was able to get Robo on here, man. Shout out to my man Spark 117 that's been with me, representing the Maple Leaf side of things up there in Canada, bro. We do this thing.
Brother. We international.
Yeah, we actually thought you were at work, Demo.
We thought he was at work. He hit him up. He said, man, he's illegal. I'm off.
I went in and spoiled myself today. I'm like, hey man, I got my sick days back. I'm like, hey yo, I gotta go. I went and got a new iPhone, sold the old iPhone, got a little profit, took the day off. I wanted to enjoy it. Everybody deserved it. Hey, everybody's sick days reset. Make sure y'all take it.
Yo, look, man, we here, people. We are here live, direct gaming. If you didn't know, that was the intro. Let's get it started.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome everybody to DIRREC Gaming. I go by the name of the new legal. I got my man Robo in the building, Resident Gamer in the building, Spark 117 in the building. I want to give a special shout outs to my man 30 Below and everybody else up in here that joined into the podcast. Yo, listen, you were part of the X-League, the League of Extraordinaires. If you love what we're about and you about Xbox, man, you done came to the right place. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, never miss a beat on the ones and twos. While we get up on this stage, we want everybody to get on the stage with us. When we rock on this crowd and we do our things, we pass these mics around. That's what we do. Shout outs to the whole entire Xbox franchise. I love the new logo. Anniversary year. I don't even know what to do other than slow cook this show. Give the haters what they don't want. Are we gonna slow cook this show? Guest today. I'm gonna give him the mic. Bring it up. Don't worry. There is absolutely no rush today. Coming out of the UK territory. Coming out of that bad boy island over there. Yo, Roberton, how you been, man? How's everything been going?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, brother. How you been?
Playing some games. Been just sitting back, man. You know, staying on top of my social media feed. You know, getting a few laughs here. But other than that, man, life is good, brother.
Yeah, standard, brother. Standard. Yeah, I've been playing games, brother. A lot of art rides at the moment. That's what we're playing. Just bashing that a lot at the moment.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we want to say thank you for stopping in, man. Thank you for crashing in, bro.
No, all good, brother. All good, brother. I've got no work tomorrow, so it's all good. It's all good.
So, man, me personally, what is your most hype and the most anticipated thing for this year all around for Xbox, man? You've been an Xbox fan for quite some time. So, hey, man, here's a mic.
Many
Have
years,
fun at
brother.
it, brother.
Many years, many years. Look, 5-0. Definitely look forward to 5-0, 100%. The new Forza, looking forward to that. Brother, it's going to be a big year this year for Xbox. I can see it coming. Big, big year. We all know it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's going to be a big year. The anniversary's coming up. I think they're going to smash it. New hardware. I don't think this year PlayStation can't even touch Xbox. That's where I'm seeing it. It's not going to happen. They've got big games coming out. They've got big, big publishers. They've got everything going for them. What can we say? Xbox is smashing it. Game over. That's all I can say.
Yo, Rob, I like how you said bag. That's bag. It's going to be a bag year, man.
Yeah, big year, brother. Big for Xbox.
I love it.
For Xbox.
He was short and simple. He came with the hammer. He smashed all of y'all death. And he ain't trying to tell you. I try to tell y'all this is what was going to happen, man. But y'all don't seem to understand it. They still trying to hold on to ashes.
Trust me, bro. Trust me. Listen, bro. PlayStation days are numbered, brother. Now they're seeing it happening, bro. Listen, Xbox now. It used to be all PlayStation. Even casual gamers now were talking about Xbox. Like Ryan said, even casual gamers think that what the next Xbox is going to be about, the next hardware is going to be about, what games are coming. The people know, bro, Xbox is smashing it. They're going to be big this year and next year, bro. We got the fucking direct show. Sorry, language. Direct show soon.
Man, Striker 300 in the building. That's my brother right there. Famo, when you having me on the show, man, you can come on the show right now, Striker. Right now. Just let me know you want to come on the show, man. It's the 25th anniversary, Striker. Let me know. Hit me up. Message me. Hit me up. You want to come on right now? Get you on a mic. Let you speak.
Striker on.
Yeah, we want to hear you guys. Want to hear you in the chat. If you want to say in the,
they wanted me to go big. They wanted me to go big, so we shadow drop. We shadow drops just
Let's
for the
kick this
streets,
off.
man.
New Year's to a great start. Get Striker on.
If you want to say in the chat what you're looking forward to this year, like what you think about the 25 years of Xbox, like your thoughts, we want to hear it.
Everybody in the chat, say it all. We're 25 years in the making, and we're the official game publisher of all consoles around the world. Galactic wide, we make the games, and they buy it from us. I'm so excited, especially for Halo coming out too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, man, Rez took over the intro like a beast. He shut that intro down. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm right where I want to be. I'm right where I want to be in this race, man, because there's no slowing down now. I don't think people understand the business of what Microsoft is doing too. They still, okay, Robo, that's fine, brother. That's fine. No problem. They still think that these certain type of games that go over to other platforms, it's a mishap for Microsoft. Well, that's just because they don't understand or don't want to believe what's happening. So, look, man, it's easy. Microsoft is a big-time gaming publisher now. Big time. Big time. Number one in the Western market. There's no sense to make games that were already versatile in the market to stay on one platform. This is a business, people. This is a business. This is simple. We're going kindergarten with this. This is a business. So, no business wants to make the same amount of money year in, year in, year in, year in, year in. Businesses want to expand their wallet. At some point, things will change, whether it's the economy, it's change. So when things change, companies have to make that adjustment. Give me 1 second, y'all, while I change this out for them. There we go. There we go. Got Robo back in. Okay, so things change. We know
Sorry about that,
that.
boys. I had some problem with my phone. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, brother. We
You're
know
good, man.
that the world is strained out now, all over the world. Things between the governments. Of course, we having a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. There's headaches all over the place, right? These businesses are going to have to make massive adjustments with that. But when you think Microsoft was doing for gaming, when you look at what NVIDIA did with cloud, if you doubted Microsoft, you can't doubt NVIDIA. So you know cloud is about to make an impact. How is it going to make an impact? Because Microsoft said, listen, we're trying to reach 2 billion gamers. They openly said that 7 years ago.
Galactic.
They said that. 2. You can't reach 500 million gamers on console. You can't even reach that. So how can they reach 2 if they can't even reach 500 million on console? You reach them where they're at, like my man, the realest one said. You go where the gamers are at. So if they're on their iPad, you go there. If they're on their Androids, you go there. If they're on their iPhones, you go there. If they're on their tablets, you go there. If they're on them notebooks, you go there. If they're on their TV, you go there. Microsoft doesn't matter where the screen is at. They'll meet you there. Why will they meet you there? Because Microsoft is a data king. It looks at everything before they make their adjustment. They know that throughout the years, the industry itself hasn't grown a lot. So, with that fact, the way Nintendo moves doesn't work efficiently. The way PlayStation moves does not work efficiently. Okay, so somebody has to do something in order for something to work efficiently. And with that, Microsoft was preparing. They were preparing for this future. There was going to be no way for these entities. They went back to PC. They created that platform for their cloud. They gave it the xCloud coming out of the Azure market. They still got their consoles, and now they got the mobility library. So yes, you're going to continue to get those Fallout games. Yes, you're going to get those Obsidian games. You're going to get certain kind of third-party games. Yes, you will. At the same time, it will not discredit Microsoft as a first-party publisher. You saw how glorious Ninja Gaiden 4 came out. You saw that. You're seeing the works of the plan. See, this was a plan. Microsoft didn't know if donkeys were going to guarantee victory for them. They threw out those first 4 games. When Sea of Thieves sold 1.8, Microsoft said, turn. And as they kept dropping games, PlayStation fans kept buying them. Guess what? Xbox fans can sit back and just play. See, this is what Sony fans don't understand, right? They don't understand that they are literally, and I mean literally, funding our enjoyment at the time, blindly hating Xbox. They're hypocrites because they're buying the Xbox games but hating on Xbox. And it's too funny out here. They literally want you to be miserable. How? This is funny stuff. There's nothing to be miserable about. You're funding my play. You are making sure that I'll continue to get these day one games while you continually have to pay for. What's this new game that's supposed to be coming out? Out of the what is it? Out of the Pokemon camp? What's that
Beast
name
of
called?
Reincarnation.
The Beast of Reincarnation. Here we have the Beast. Now, what did I say last year? I said Game Pass is powerful. But when we're going to really see the real power of Game Pass is when one of these third-party games go big on Game Pass. And look what happened. What was it? Claire Obscure Expedition 33. One Gotti. The biggest Game Pass game of 2025 went Gotti. The most game of 2025.
Game of the
South
year.
of Midnight. Both games resonated with Xbox. Both games. It was a huge win for Xbox Game Pass last year. Now we got the Beast of Reincarnation. And what makes this game outstanding is that it comes from the developers of Pokemon. We're going to Japan because you remember, Microsoft says we're not giving up on Japan. We are going to listen to those Japanese gamers and we're going to give them exactly what they want. So they started making the console smaller. They started the partnerships between Xbox and PCs. They separated Game Pass by regional gaming to make the packages different, which was beautiful, right? Because every culture should have its own style of games they play. Where Robo plays in the UK should be totally different from mine in the United States, because over there, they may play certain type of games majority. And over here, majority, I may play a certain type of game, and in Japan, the majority plays a certain type of games. You need to see the cultures and say, okay, these are the type of games they play, and build Game Pass, the subscription around those certain types of games. Game Pass is not the same around the world. And then, deeper than that, Game Pass PC is not the same thing as Game Pass Xbox. The game completely different. There's going to be games that we don't even get because they're strictly on PC. Right now, Overdrive. I can play that game right now on my Xbox through my ROG Ally, right? But you can Xbox console. Why? Because it's a Steam and Xbox exclusive thing right now. It's coming in time. I hope a lot of people, I enjoy it. I've been playing it for a while. Very awesome game. So when you look at the culture of gaming, look what ended up happening for it. When COVID hit, because they made something beautiful like Game Pass, it blew up. It thrived during COVID. They want you to think that Microsoft is hurting because they like to limit Microsoft to the, they like to limit Microsoft to the console. But see, because when they limit Microsoft to the console, that's their only victory lap. They can't beat it when it comes to active accounts. They can't beat it. They can't beat it when it comes to publishing. They can't beat it when it comes to more games. See, they ain't gonna talk about none of that. They're just gonna limit it to the Xbox console. But Microsoft is already through. It's not their goal. Their goal is not console. The console fans. That's why they continually make it. It's not because, oh, they just like to make these consoles and they don't sell the most. No, Microsoft is bigger than your feeble mindset. This console is here for people like aspect. And thanks to Matt Booty when he says, if you continue to keep the Xbox console, you the most benefits. You games off. It's not
Fanboy, your
PC.
mic goes on and off.
Okay, it's not PC. Repeat myself. I'll repeat myself. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, I'll repeat myself. Phil Spencer, Matt Booty told the whole world that the Xbox console is the premier place and the premier experience to enjoy Xbox games. It's still the #1 place where you're going to get the most value from Xbox, and that's true. All the features are not exempt out of the console, but if you move off that console, you're going to lack features. You're going to get substitutions. This is why PC ain't the best place to play Xbox. Your handheld ain't the best place. Those are just expansion features. Those are just because Microsoft understands that gamers are investors. They invest their time in their gaming library, right? It is not about trying to pull you away from where you've been playing these games for 10, 15, 20 years, and then all of a sudden, they want you to start over your investment on a console. Microsoft got it. They understand. They're not even trying to win donkeys over. They could care less. So what they're doing, y'all, like Spar 117 said, they're meeting you where you're at, and the PlayStation fans have fallen for it. Now, I'm not saying these Xbox games are selling 5, 10, 15 million. They don't have to. All they got to do is sell 1 or 2 million. And guess what? You just funded us another game. That's it. Microsoft is using the PlayStation platform to pay its bills. They told us, you just play. They told them, you just pay. And that's how it's going to work. Notice between the two communities. Notice between the two communities. And give me 1 second, Striker. Notice between the two communities. You don't ever hear Xbox fans begging for PlayStation games. You don't see that on social media because Xbox fans don't like PlayStation games. If we liked them, we would invest in it. We don't cry for PlayStation games because guess what? We have plenty of games to play. We already knew that PlayStation games are boring. We already knew that PlayStation games are one and done. And then finally, the Game Awards had to concede to that and give them a 0 out of 19. That was the real reflection of the PlayStation culture. Their games are boring. Their games lack substance. Their games are copy and paste from other huge success stories. They don't have no originality nowhere. They are, oh, we've seen this before. See, that's why I never bought a PlayStation. See, what gravitated me to Xbox was when I saw Halo. When Halo came out, there was nothing like it. There's a reason why I was a Sega fan. Because when Sega brought those arcade hits, there was nothing like it. When Sega brought out Sonic the Hedgehog, there was nothing like it. You see where I'm going with this? When Xbox had Gears of War, there was nothing like it. They built Forza Horizon, nothing like it. Fable, nothing like it. These are the pillars, and there's nothing like them. PlayStation has Uncharted, We've had Tomb Raider before. We've had Indiana Jones before. Forbidden West. We've seen Uncharted before. It's just the dinosaur version. Arrow, it's Ellie all over again. It's just The Last of Us in dinosaur world. What's the Yote? It's nothing more. Assassin's Creed. We've seen it before. There's no originality. Nowhere. Returnal. We've seen that before. What was the game? Recore. Recore is Returnal. We've been there and done that. You don't put out nothing that we're begging for because you're a copy and paste platform. Astrobot. We've seen that before. We've been at Mario for over 30 years. You can't come up with nothing original. Xbox fans are not begging for PlayStation games. We never have, and we never will. We just told you that them Sony games are going to come because Sony don't make money like Microsoft does. This is why you know it's not working, because now you're down to one big AAA first-party game a year. That's it. You have been told that Venom is going to be mediocre on length time. Wolverine might be the same way. You might get an 8 to 10 hour game. That's it. Venom ain't nothing. We already know Venom ain't nothing but an expanded DLC game. We already know that. He's going to act just like Spider-Man. Except for he's going to have a little symbiote action. But other than that, his movements and everything is going to be Spider-Man. We already know where this is headed to. Nobody cares. The world is waiting on Xbox now. The 25th anniversary is going to be enormous. It's going to be ridiculous. And if you really want to be for real, it really don't start until November. We're just cheating. So really, you have till November the 2026 to November the 2027 if we want to be technical out here in these streets. That's the real 25th anniversary year. But we're cheating. You're going to get this smoke now. We're not competing with y'all. Who said we're competing? This is not a competition. This is $3 trillion to $163 billion. There's not a competition here. You're only around because Microsoft allows you to be. What are we talking about out here? We just saw the chart last week. The #1 games is the same #1 games. Fortnite, Call of Duty on PlayStation, with Minecraft as #5. PlayStation really isn't its own identity anymore. We told you that. Xbox has taken over the PlayStation identity. Xbox has made PlayStation an Xbox. PlayStation is an Xbox. There's no PlayStation games on Xbox. PlayStation cannot influence Xbox like that. But Xbox can influence PlayStation like that. This isn't the donkeys don't like to watch. Because like the legal said, they rather run up that mountain and get lied to by a false god. Who is their false god? Sony. Who's their false prophets? Those YouTubers. They lied to them over and over and over again. Have you noticed? Nothing they've ever said to them has come into fruition. They can't even get the PlayStation 5 Pro to act right for them. They gassed it up, Robo, and PlayStation 5 Pro keeps letting them down. Month to month. Nobody's buying it. It was a gimmick console. They mid-cycle for what? To get laughed at.
The Pro was a scam.
They made this console and it was a scam. Straight up scam.
Scam station.
Skip
Facts, bro.
station.
Facts.
Delay station. These Sony ponies. These Sony zealots. These Sony donkeys. These centaurs and double agents. They're canceling these gaming societies because they're the least gamers out here. They do a lot of talking, but they're the least gamers out here. When the report card came out, they're a part of the 3%ers. 3%ers. What are we talking about out here? Gaming is a grown man's street. Over 48% of that pie belongs to the veterans out here. Like my man J-Max say, to the graybeards out here. What are we talking about? This ain't for the Pee Wee League. We ain't in the Pee Wee Leaguers. This ain't what we do over here. We carrying all that weight. We making sure we subscribe to the services. We got the consoles and all the features. We doing all of that. PlayStation fans, they just buying consoles. Then they ain't buying the video game. They know they just want to hear that Sony outsold PlayStation in the console market. They have made a commitment around the world to each other that just buy the console. They ain't even buying the games. They're not even buying the games. Their games barely make it. Look what just happened to this exclusive that came out on PlayStation. What was it? Hold on. I'll look it up real quick. Give me a second. This game is
Code
already
Violet.
flopped. Yeah. It's already flopped. Little Violet.
It's got a
4 out of 10.
40 Metacritic.
Getting
Ouch.
4 out of 10. What are we talking about? Facts. We grandpas in there playing Gears and Halo. Facts. You remember what's so funny about these donkeys, man? Talos Reed? It's when they used to tell us that's all we play. Well, guess what? That's all they're going to be playing too. Somebody grab this mic. I'm going to get Striker in, man.
Yeah, so it's funny they say that when they're going to be playing more Xbox games and PlayStation games for the next few years, because Jim Ryan really put the brand in a bind and he did it for business reasons, right? They realized that their cinematic games were no longer bringing the return that they used to. They knew they had to pivot to games as a service to provide sustainable revenue, right? Because their business model just wasn't working anymore. So it wasn't like he had too much of a choice, but they failed to realize something that even a lot of gamers who have been around for a while knew, and that's their studios are not equipped for that. Their studios were built and developed on those cinematic games. So to ask a studio who's been making the same type of game for years and years and years to make a completely different type of game they've never had any experience of doing before, it's just setting up for failure, right? And we saw that loud and clear with all with all the cancellations, with all the delays, with all the postponements, that it just wasn't working, right? It's still not working. And everything that they've released so far has not done well. And then they decided, yeah,
we're just dropping games left and right. It's just from the indie studios, the ID at Xbox. Like you said, everything is like a flow. It's flowing right now for us. They've built the pillars. They've constructed it with proper, like you said, we're rocking, man. Sony ain't got nothing no more, man.
Yeah, we've been busy at work. They've been busy trying to score a hit, like, you know, that one guy who keeps gambling all of his money away and all of his time trying to hit that one big score. And that's what Sony's been doing, is they've been investing too much time in this live service strategy that they forgot what their company was founded on, what they were truly good people knew them for, and that was their franchises and their studios and their well, to some people, high quality games, right? They've lost their identity, and they've been chasing this red herring, and it's really hurt them a lot. It's hurt the brand. And now they've decided they're going to take another gamble with Bungie, which, if they had been paying enough attention to Bungie, they should have known that even they were not doing well. They haven't been doing well. Destiny 1 had a lot of problems. A lot of people did not like a lot of the content, some features, some of the way the drops, you know, a lot of different various things. And then when Destiny 2 came out, it was kind of more of the same, and they just really weren't pulling people the same way they were with the first game.
Rez, remember that Destiny came out and Sony was all up in it. It's like, is this the only console that's coming out on? They had the consoles, Destiny's special edition. They were hardcore. That's where I knew. I'm like, whoa, Sony's starting to be a pig breed over here, man. Like, Destiny's on both consoles. And why do you always make it look like it's yours? It's not yours, man. It's everything slapped them back in the face, bro. I don't think they better come out with something. They even admitted their next console is going to be light. Light? These dudes just dropped $900 on a new one, and they dropped another $7 on the other one.
They picked the wrong horse. They picked the wrong.
They're sending the wrong message. They're already letting you know that they ain't that serious. They're already letting you know they're not that serious going in the next generation. Wrong message.
They pretty much said they're not going to change. They're not. Don't expect more Sony studio games than what you're already getting. Like they're basically doubling down.
They don't buy games. Why would Sony play themselves now? They can't play themselves anymore. They can't. They're not listening to these people that are on social media barking so hard up a tree with no cat in it. They're not listening to them, man. They're already expanding their games elsewhere. They're not sitting their games on that console. That console does not generate money like they want, man. This is why they lost Square Enix, man. I mean, this is crumb by crumb cracking. It's not huge cracks. You gotta be, like I told y'all gonna have to be patient, man. This is a very hard-headed fan base. They love to live a perception. They want you to think that they be big-time gamers. They want you to think because all they do is buy these consoles, they putting in that work, but the data doesn't show up. We've been knowing this for over 15 years. I mean, when I lived through it, I saw it. I had friends that had PlayStation. They barely played that thing. They would, get a game, it would take them forever to beat it. This is why their active account count is low. It's low. They got like 123 million active account users out there compared to 500 with Microsoft. They don't have an outreach like Microsoft. That's why they don't like talking about it. They want you to stay stuck on the console. But that doesn't make any sense in 2026. When you have companies like Steam, when you have companies like GeForce Now, when you have companies like Boostroid, and you got all of this, that they're not stuck in one position. They're everywhere that you can play them. That's the future. Mobile gaming. Look at mobile gaming. Mobile gaming has even plateaued. So the plateau reality is real. Even mobile gaming has brought some of their games over to consoles, PC. Like I said, Solo, Leveling, Arise, Overdrive is a mobile game. It's a mobile game. That's where it originated from. Now it's on PC, and it's on Xbox Game Pass PC, and it's about to come to PlayStation and Xbox later on this year. We got Striker in the building. Let me see if I can find him. He is in the hub somewhere. Let's see if we can get him at. There he is, my man. Welcome, Striker. My brother, Striker 300 from another mother. How's it going, my man?
What's going on, guys?
DIRREC Gaming. You know stranger to DIRREC Gaming, bro. Let me give y'all a little insight on my man Striker 300. Striker 300 goes all the way back with me and my mixer days, man. Well, me and him established no witnesses. When he called out no witnesses, that means whoever was on the board on Assassin's Creed Odyssey had to get destroyed, no matter who it was. Good dance, good fun, good pressure. My man would put pressure on me no matter what I was doing. Lots of fun. I just want to let everybody know that's how far back we go, my brother. And for you to see me transition from Mixer to the YouTube, we're still here. And my man doing it big over there on Twitch. He stayed on Twitch. He's made something out of himself on his channel. Y'all check him out. Hey, man, feel free to drop your Twitch account on here. Let them know where you at, Striker 300. And, man, we've been supporting each other for a long time, man. It's good to have you here.
Long time.
Xbox 25th anniversary year, Striker. Talk your stuff, my man. Welcome to DIRREC Gaming.
Guys, I have been, can you hear me all right?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
You sound good.
Yes, sir.
I've been gaming Xbox for 25 years. 25 years I've been playing Xbox. I've never once owned a PlayStation console. I went from the Nintendo 64 GameCube right to the Xbox OG. My dad got me the Xbox console because he was big into tech back in the day. It's like he sees the most potential with Microsoft and Xbox than he did from Sony. Because Sony was just, God, what was Sony back in the day? It was TVs and stuff. Microsoft was what? Computers, gaming computers. That was what they did. That's what they're still doing today. And again, we've all seen the rumors that the next Xbox is going to be that hybrid Xbox PC, which will absolutely demolish PlayStation 6, in my opinion, my humble opinion. And I'm happy I stuck with it for all these 25 years. I know it was a little rough going, through the Xbox One fiasco with always being online and whatnot, but we got through that. And then we got to the Xbox One X, Xbox, and now the Xbox Series consoles, which I'm looking right at my Xbox Series X console right now. This thing's a beast. I'll tell you, I just got my gaming room finally set up. I bought a house 2 years ago. I finally got my gaming room set up. That's where I'm sitting right now. This is my sanctuary. This is where I play my games. This is where I do my thing on my Twitch, which I will put in the description of the link wherever it is for you guys to see. Check it out if you can't. Not a huge deal. I'm also on YouTube. I'm also on TikTok. I'm everywhere. But Xbox is my platform. I'm not going anywhere. Just like you, Legal, just like all you guys. I'm not going anywhere. Xbox has been my home away from home for the last 25 years. Halo. Hell, again, the first game I played on Xbox was Crimson Skies. That game was so much fun. Then I didn't even play the original Halo.
Yeah, them was the days.
What was that?
Them was the days for the Xbox. Them was the days back then.
Good days, the good days. Again, I didn't even play the first Halo when it first came out. I went over to my girlfriend, my sister's boyfriend's house, play Halo 2. I said, "What is this game? I got to play this game." So I went right out the next day and said, "Mom, I need this game." And I was hooked ever since. Halo 2. I eventually went back to play Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, all of them. They were game changers. Let's see what else, man, I want to go with this. I love the brand. It has really become something. It's overcome a lot. Like I said, it's overcome so much. At times not being the best, and people saying, "Oh, Xbox isn't the best because it doesn't sell the most." Well, my argument is, what's the best selling car brand in the world? Fords. And they're not the best cars out there. They're just the most popular. PlayStation is just the most popular game console. Doesn't make it the best. And they have nothing to say back.
Absolutely.
They have nothing to say. They have nothing to say back. Just because PlayStation is more popular doesn't make it better.
Yes, the casuals. Okay. They've always chose PlayStation. That's how it always has been. It's the brand. It always has been that way.
Mm-hmm. What was that? I'm sorry.
It's the casuals have always bought PlayStation. The branding, it's been like since the 90s. It's always been PlayStation. That's always been. That's always has been.
It's always been. Yeah. Again, PlayStation was the first, I guess. I don't know what kind of the next gen console, and then PlayStation. It was PlayStation 1 and what was GameCube. I had the GameCube, and then Xbox came to the stick. Well, it was 2001. It came to PlayStation 2 and Xbox.
Yeah,
that's where the juggernauts collided, and it's been the battle ever since. Which I feel like many battles like Xbox right now is winning the war, and I think the war is almost over.
Are you happy with what they've announced for the Dev Direct?
I'm very happy with what they announced
very
for the
happy.
Dev Direct. What was it? A whole Fable thing was coming for it.
Yeah, Fable, Forza Horizon 6, and Beast of Reincarnation, which is Game Freak's new game. They're known for Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get a little Pokemon.
It's completely different from Pokemon. Completely.
Do you think we'll start Sky-Free this year?
I love a good Pokemon game. Like I grew up playing Pokemon on the Game Boy Color and whatnot. Many good times there. So Game Freak makes good games. We know this. They're one of the big gamers and game developers out there. But I'm very excited.
There's going to be a mystery game to a fourth game that they haven't announced yet.
They better drop that Halo, man.
No, I think Halo is going to have its own announcement. I don't see it being at the Dev Direct.
June coming up this year. I
Yes.
think the same thing happened with the original Halo when it released. It had too many frame rate issues.
I heard April. April actually is when I heard.
Do we think the fourth game is going to be another game in a series, or is it going to be a brand new IP?
So there's somebody dropped one of the sites, VGC, Andy Robinson posted that. Yeah, he's Video Game Chronicles. It's a gaming news media website.
Okay.
He said that it's going to be from a first party studio, not a third party studio.
A first party studio that because Microsoft now has well.
So it could be Double Fine. It could be Obsidian. We don't know yet, but there was a game that they talked about last year that didn't come to the Direct, and it's like a little small game from Double Fine. It's called Kiln.
So this is a whole new game, whole new IP, nothing continuation.
Yes, as far as what we've heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I really do. Definitely. I mean, again, Legal said earlier, like the Game Awards, Microsoft, Sony didn't get any awards. People were rioting in the streets. What was it, over 19 they went? I mean, I think the reign of PlayStation has been coming to an end for.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened in the history either of the Game Awards.
I think probably since 2020 when the PlayStation 5 came out. So probably the last 6 years has been the slow downfall of PlayStation. Now, do I want PlayStation to absolutely go away? No, because you need that competition. You need that competition between Xbox and PlayStation. There's no competition with Nintendo. Nintendo's doing its own thing over there, and they're probably the most successful console in the world. But they are, because it's Nintendo. They know what they're doing and they do it well. But yeah, I'm ready for it. January 22nd at 10 a.m. Well, Eastern, my time, 1 p.m. What day of the week is that? When will it be at? What day is it?
It's Thursday.
I'll be off at work. Nice. I'll be watching it then.
Same here. Yeah, it's my day off.
Work. Nice. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about it all. Forza Horizon 6 again. Even now, there's no games. I mean, what's PlayStation's game? Where they have their racing game?
Gran Turismo.
It doesn't compare to Forza Horizon. It doesn't. It's like they just do it so much better. And what's the setting for this new one?
Tokyo.
Wow.
The most demanded city since the beginning.
That's going to be awesome. That's going to be beautiful to watch. Now, Fable, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Me being the big Xbox fan, I never played a single Fable game. Reason being is because I was big into shooters back in the day when I was younger. I didn't play like these long story games like the RPGs and whatnot. As I've gotten older, I kind of moved away from the shooter games. And like I said, I played Expedition 33 religiously until I beat it. That game was phenomenal. I'm excited for the Fable game. I've gotten into more story games as I've gotten older because I don't have time for all the chaos and the crap of all the first-person shooters and whatnot. But I have watched videos. I've heard nothing but good things about the Fable series, and everybody's excited about it. So I'm excited for it. It's good to see an old friend come back into the limelight, especially with these new graphics and whatnot that we have today. What else? Piece of Reincarnation. I don't know what to say about that one. But Forza, I played Forza 5. Just because I started playing all these different games because like Game Pass, I can play a game for free. Try it out. If I don't like it, I don't touch it again. What's their motto? Like find your next favorite game or something like that, or that was their old motto or something like that. Like I play games I wouldn't even think about playing because I didn't want to spend the money on it. But now I can just play whatever I want. I'm looking at the Game Pass right now on my Xbox. There's hundreds of games, thousands of games.
Yeah, they've already started off big this month. They put in Star Wars Outlaws, Resident Evil Village, Final Fantasy, and a couple other big heavy hitters in the Game Pass lineup for this month already.
I see Mortal Kombat 1 is on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when Tony
if you're
tried
bringing
to stop and Village coming to Game Pass. Do you remember?
Wow.
That was funny.
Yeah, PlayStation initially paid Capcom to keep Resident Evil off of Game Pass.
Off Game Pass, yeah.
Really?
Kind of funny because it's now it was all kind of for naught. It was for waste. For what?
That's
What did
I'm
they
saying.
achieve?
Nothing.
What else we got? Pigeon Simulator.
No, yeah,
There's
Beast
always
of
stuff.
Reincarnation looks like it's got like Monster Hunter style graphics. The new Monster Hunter games. It looks like there's going to be some sort of beast taming or beast master like chemistry. So it looks like they're going to have somewhat of a little bit of a Pokemon chemistry in the game with modern style graphics. So it looks pretty promising. I definitely want to check it out at the DIRREC and see what it's about.
I assume it'll be on Game Pass.
Yeah,
I can
definitely.
check it out for free.
Yep.
There's no harm there. If I like it, I don't. There's no loss here. But
that's the beauty of it. Makes you try games you never would have tried or played before.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Xbox definitely isn't going anywhere. And what I was listening earlier again, Xbox. He said, put your games on wherever they play. Like I was just playing. I was playing Fallout 4 the other day on my TV. When my wife was next to me doing whatever she was doing because I wanted to play something. I just got finished watching the recent episode of Fallout on Prime. So I was like, no, let me go back and play some Fallout. So I popped it up on my TV, loaded it up. It runs smooth as can be. And it's still a preview, isn't it? The cloud stuff?
Yeah. There's some announcements with that too. There was just recently revealed that they're not only working on a Fallout 3 remaster remake, but they're also working on a Fallout New Vegas remaster remake as well. So we got those two Fallout games coming. We got Fallout 5 eventually down the road.
Fallout 5 has been somewhat announced unofficially, but speculated by a bunch of people.
And Elder Scrolls 6. So Bethesda's cooking right now for sure. And Starfield 2.0, which is going to be a complete overhaul with new content and improvements for Starfield as well.
I'm most excited right now. February 13th, High on Life 2.
Oh yeah,
that first game.
That game was hilarious.
So much fun. I was not expecting it to enjoy as much as I did, but I'm so happy. I was so happy when they announced the second one. I was like, hell yeah! Like that was
Talking guns, hilarious, right?
I think that was one of the first games that I streamed fully on my platform. I've only really been doing it for I've been doing it for 5 years. I've really only dug into it for the last like couple years, but I'm definitely gonna be streaming that, put on my YouTube, whatnot, and it looks a lot of fun. I hope they don't mess with the formula too much. They had a really good thing going there. You know how sometimes games can like completely change how a game plays and feels from the first to the second one. There's no need to do that. You guys had a strong platform from the first game. Just build on that. Add some more different guns, like different features. I mean, the game it was so much fun. I can't wait for February.
That's what the media was saying, that it's just an improved version of the first game, which bring it on.
Like I'm looking at some of the screenshots here. It looks like they're bringing back a lot of the same guns, the knife, some new guns I'm seeing. A little darker atmosphere than the first one, which I like. Yeah, I really can't wait. Again, so much fun playing that game. More fun than I thought I was going to have. Anything else? What else comes out this year?
State of Decay 3. I'm looking forward to more on that.
That's going to be next year.
Yeah,
next year.
You reckon we'll hear more
next
this year?
year.
No, you reckon we'll hear more this year, or reckon next year now we'll hear more?
People are talking about Modern Warfare 4, but I don't know if that's coming or not this year.
Oh,
Is
right.
that-
I think Gears,
Modern Warfare 4?
Fable, Beast of Reincarnation, Gears of War,
Forza.
E-Day, Forza. Those are going to be the big ones, I think, this year. And there might be one or two other ones as well. Maybe Clockwork Revolution.
Yeah,
That looks interesting.
definitely.
I'm not sure about it yet, but it definitely looks interesting. Clockwork game, I've seen that for a while. Yeah, because all the big ones. What, Fable's next year, right?
No, Fable's this year for sure.
Oh,
And
is
it's
it?
looking like it's
Okay.
going to be the first half of the year, too.
Oh,
What's happened
Because
to everyone?
usually games they announce at the Dev Direct come out in the first half of the year. So Beast of Reincarnation, Forza, and Fable in the first half of 2026.
wow.
Big first off. That'd be big. Big first
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Definitely.
Final Fantasy.
We'll definitely get some surprises for the summer showcase, though.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, definitely. I cannot wait. 100%.
I think if they're doing a Halo, they'll probably announce it at the summer one.
I reckon the anniversary.
Yeah.
The anniversary, I reckon.
We need a Halo 3 remastered, man.
Oh, definitely.
Well, aren't they working on a 2? Halo 2 remaster?
They should remaster the whole entire Master Chief's collection. The whole thing they should do with Unreal Engine. Just polish it up, but it's a big game in one stack.
They're aren't they like they're remaking Halo 2, aren't they? Because
That's a
that's
remake.
remaster.
Yeah, and a complete remake.
I mean, I'm not mad about it.
Halo 2 already had a skin refresh.
I don't
It's
know
not skin
about that.
refresh. It's a full. I'm pretty sure I heard or read Halo 2 remake.
I'd love
It
to see
might
Halo
be coming
ODST.
because they're already doing the first one, so it makes sense.
Halo 2 is said to be remade alongside Halo 3.
Imagine
following
ODST or Halo
release.
Reach, man. Nobody
Amount
can
of
beat Halo
updates,
Reach
enhancements.
graphics.
Oh, definitely. I reckon that'd be next year. I reckon. Like
The remakes are expected to be utilizing Unreal Engine 5, which you just mentioned, which they should. Remakes focus on campaign aspects of the game with no multiplayer features. Oh well. And they're expected to introduce separate titles, including Halo 7. Wait, which was a Halo 6?
Infinite.
Infinite. Halo Infinite.
Oh, that was considered 6. Okay.
Yeah, it was considered
Um,
the Halo Infinite. Yeah, it's 6. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we'll definitely get news about the next game this year at some point, I think. Probably at the showcase.
How did you
Sure.
guys feel about the open world concept with the Halo game and Infinite?
I enjoyed it. However, it's way too open world for me. They should have kept tight linear.
Linear. They should have kept it still.
Yeah,
linear.
I think.
Still
Yeah,
kept it
exactly what
linear.
they're saying. I think Halo's not meant to be open world. I
No,
think
no,
it's
definitely
At least
more
not
of a
that
linear,
They should have
like
kept it more linear.
guardrail kind of version, like it's always been.
Yeah,
Where it's
they
like-
have
a
to
bit
keep it.
open worldly, but kept it more linear at the same time.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I
have,
mean?
they have to keep it like Halo 1 or Halo 4,
Yeah.
how open the worlds are, but don't make us go like Zelda fucking
Yeah,
Finding
like one
Waldo.
You
side
gotta
of the
run
map,
around the big
back,
map
yeah,
to get to the
doing like-
missions
I've
and
already
whatnot.
waxed the enemy that's spawning 17 times in the same spot. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah, of
Halo,
course.
huge
Yeah,
Halo
yeah.
fan myself. I've rocked.
It
I
reminded
think-
me a lot of like Ubisoft's open world games, which
That's
is
what it
not.
was, yeah.
Halo
It
shouldn't be an
looked like-
Ubisoft game.
It reminded me of
Yeah.
Far Cry, the Far Cry games.
Yes,
Far
just
Cry,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's why I didn't finish Halo Infinite, because
That's exactly why I didn't finish it.
didn't feel
Exactly
like
why I didn't
Halo.
finish Halo Infinite.
I mean, the gameplay felt like Halo. It felt like Halo.
Man, the
but
graphics
just
is beautiful. It's a beautiful
In
game.
general, like I don't want to be running around and like fast traveling to the next
No,
mission
no.
or having to run to the next mission. Like
That's what it's
I mean,
like, yeah.
I like that they try something different.
Yeah,
but
running
I
to one
think the main
outpost,
feedback, it
doing
just didn't
that.
work.
Yeah.
If they kept
Oh.
Infinite the same, however, they didn't do the traveling. They just kept it locked. They didn't
Yeah.
get us to travel like 1,000 miles.
Yeah,
Then it would have
of
been
course.
good.
It would have been a good
Like-
game. Yeah, it'd have been a great game. It would have been.
Don't go as high as like 50,000 feet in the air where I could smell the atmosphere and go icy and come back down. That's not the point of Halo, you know? Like, give me an altitude of like just like number 5, how high we went, and then you could go around the worlds and just play. Don't lock it, just limit. Whoever it is, I'm glad that team is gone. Whoever did that, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Definitely. They didn't mess it up yet.
And the
100%.
amount of times that they went over and redid it, it gimped their graphics. Number one thing about the game Halo, it's gameplay. Number 2, graphics polishing.
Yeah.
And they messed it up. But I'm glad that they're with the new studios.
I'm
good
also
hands,
glad
and back
that
with-
they're going direction of getting rid of slip space and going Unreal Engine 5, because I think
yeah. That's Six Space
they-
Engine was, yeah, I didn't
in
know
order
that.
to unlock like the full potential of the series, I think they really needed to go to the next level with the engine. Like slip space is outdated. Yeah, they made improvements to it to try to get it to
Too
more of
old.
a modern engine, but it's just too old.
Yeah,
I
too
just
old.
think Unreal Engine fits really well, and you saw with the trailer for the remake, it looks amazing.
Yeah,
So-
Slip's place, man, it got lost in space, to be honest with you. That the way that they showed that CGI in the beginning, remember guys, the CGI for Infinite with the little animals in the forest,
Yeah.
the water hidden like crazy. No, we didn't get that delivered, man.
The first 10 minutes Infinite was beautiful. The first 10 minutes it was great. The first, when you come to open the world, they just spoiled it all, I think.
I'm glad they picked it up. They're gonna take care of us with the new ones coming out.
Yeah,
They know what we
Yeah,
want.
who's doing
Yeah,
the new
definitely
one?
100%.
Which one?
Who's the developer of the new games?
It's Halo Studios.
It's
Okay,
it's
gotcha. It's
they
their
used to
own-
be
okay.
343, but they've
343,
renamed
changed it
their
everything.
studio to
Yeah,
Halo
Halo.
Studios now.
Yeah, it's
They
Halo
got-
Studios
They got
now.
the same people, just a little bit more. They got this French guy or Austrian guy that looked like Craig from Halo Infinite.
She left. Was it Sarah? Sarah left. She's left in there now.
Yeah, that chick left. She
Yeah,
had
yeah, left in there.
family urgency. I'm like, you didn't have family. The only urgency
Nah.
you have that we don't
Halo
want.
Infinite, that's why she left. You know, she messed it up, mate. That's why she left.
Yeah. And if anything
Bonnie
for the
Ross,
family,
yeah.
good. I hope her
That's it,
family
Bonnie
good
Ross.
too.
Sorry, yeah, that's it. Sorry, yeah, that's it.
Miss Ross did it, Jay. She kept Halo alive for us. We can't discredit her for that.
Oh, no, definitely.
She kept Halo alive for us. Shout outs to her in Halo 4 and Halo 5.
Yeah, she gave us
Halo
Master
4, yeah.
Cheeks.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, the memes.
The games that we have right now, guys, man, they're just dropping left. Even if you don't go for Ultimate, get Premium. Whoever is out there, Premium is Ultimate itself. They just
Yeah.
added another tier that's now you got 400 games.
That's the thing is people so hyper fixated on the ultimate on $30 a month when that's not the only that's not the only option. Like
The
you
only
got
reason why you
premium,
go
you've got
Ultimate is
essential,
double. Yeah, man.
but
Whoever's here,
you know if you don't use cloud a lot and you don't really necessarily need day and date on all the AAA, then premium works really well too. You get almost everything else.
I mean, that's what I mean.
Outside
on
of cloud, you know, if you're not a
That's
cloud
why
guy, Yeah,
For all
exactly.
I know, Ultimate is for like Resident Gamer or the new Legal, for Striker, for Robo. For me, Premium is good because I'm 90% working, 10% out doing things, and the rest a little bit at home. I can't chuck through 7 games a week, bro. Like that's what Ultimate is for guys that and ladies and gentlemen that bang out 4 or 5 games a week. Seriously, this for active enthusiasts that are gamers. For me, Premium is good. I'm cool with Premium. I play the games that it has. I rehash with my old genetics, and then whatever they drop here and there, 6 months into it, 1 year, day one from Ultimate, perfect. I'll play it. I got no rush for that shit no more.
I'll get that. Yeah.
For me, price point beautiful. It gives me half of what Ultimate gives you. So technically, Premium is half of Ultimate. 400 versus 200. You quadruple the points versus double the points, and that's the only thing that people gotta understand, that we do have Ultimate, and it is Ultimate because you get everything brand new in it, day one, day drops. But if you don't need it, don't go for it. Just go for Premium.
And if you play the reward system, you can literally pay for the subscription with the points.
Each month you can pay for your Premium. Each month, or your Ultimate, each month you can pay for that.
And you could get games on top.
You can also, you don't have to buy it straight from Microsoft. You can go through third-party websites which sell Game Pass subscriptions. You can get, there's a site called, and you guys could check this out, anybody in chat, but there's a site, and there's other sites as well, but it's called G2A.com. They do a year of Ultimate for $115. That's good. That's a quarter of the full price of getting it through Microsoft.
Yeah.
So I mean, $115 for almost $4,000 worth of game. Like, I'm talking about the whole year. Like, on top of first party day and date cloud and everything else. Like, that's well worth your buck in my opinion.
If no one has announced it, I'm being a bit passive hearing today. Check out Amazon. You get $20 Game Pass Ultimate instead of the $30 one. So if you guys want bang for your bucks again, check out Amazon for Ultimate Game Pass. It's $10 cheaper. 3 months is cheaper as well too. You could stack that until they exhaust it and they don't want to sell it no more. So you could get Ultimate for the price of Premium on my Amazon. If no one has stated this in the chat earlier or anyone in the panel.
I never knew that.
There's options.
So Striker, I wanted to ask you because I talked about, I don't know if you were here for the intro of the show, but
I was not. I came in like a half hour into the show.
So this is kind of this year and basically the start of last year too. This is kind of the culmination of 7 or 8 years or more of planning from Xbox with 2018 or 2017 with the start of Xbox Game Studios. Do you feel like when you first heard that back then, do you feel like this moment was coming? You were patient and waiting, or do you feel like it was all PR speak and all fluff talk, like they weren't actually going to achieve any vision? They were just trying to keep people on the platform, or do you feel like there was more to it and you felt confident that they were going to get to this moment that we're at now?
I always knew. I honestly had a feeling like they were going to get to this point. Now, did I expect the massive acquisitions that they made over the past couple of years? Didn't see that coming, but I'm happy as hell that they did. I didn't know how long it was going to take for them to get here. Now that we're here, what is it? Almost 10 years later. That's probably about the right amount of time to really build up. Like, okay, we're switching gears from being under like Xbox, or now it's Xbox Game Studios, under these different umbrellas, and transforming into this one big umbrella, Xbox Game Studios, which now has Bethesda, now has, God, I'm drawing a blank on all the acquisitions that they've made. All
Ninja Theory, Double Fine,
all of them. So many.
Blizzard, yep.
All of them. Like now they have, and now I'm actually kind of curious. I actually had a conversation with somebody at work the other day. Now that they bought Blizzard, do we think there's a possibility that they can bring World of Warcraft to console, Xbox console?
I reckon
yeah.
the next console, yeah.
Magnus you'll definitely be able to for sure.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so
They don't
excited
even
for
they don't even
Magnus,
need
guys.
to port it, like make a series exclusive version of it anymore, because with Magnus and the OEM, because there's going to be two different next gen Xboxes. There's going to be an OEM version, which is like an Asus PC build of it, or potentially another company, but Asus they already have a partnership with. And then there's going to be the Microsoft built hybrid console, which is Project Magnus. So there's going to be two different versions at least that you can get from, but both of those versions you're going to be able to play World of Warcraft on. So there's no point in them like building a specific console version per se, because you're going to have access to it on both of those different hardware variants. So
this has been the plan all along. Like they got Blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going to make
The
an
plan for a long
Xbox
time.
hybrid that's going to run Windows 11. It's going to run Steam. It's basically going to be a
Guys, we're
Yeah,
gonna have
yeah.
access to PC games, man, on a console.
yeah, PC with a full screen Xbox experience, like you're playing on a
Oh,
console.
good.
Yeah, it'll be a
And
console
any
PC and a console experience.
And any
You
games
tell it.
PlayStation releases on Steam, we could play too. So we're set. Enjoy what we
Yeah.
have, even more.
But like, what can PlayStation even do to try and counter this?
Nothing really.
There's nothing.
They just have to
Nothing.
follow.
They're
They
gonna
have to
have to,
X.
but I don't
Number
think-
one.
PlayStation do
X,
what you always
the,
have done.
PSVR
Follow
2.
Xbox.
They
They have
can't
to- they
compete.
have to
They're just
match
going to
that.
do their own thing. They're going to focus
definitely
on
will.
having more, from what I've heard, they're going to focus more on having more backwards compatibility, like better emulation with their older games. They're going to
Xbox
try
is gonna
to
be a-
undercut
make it break.
Microsoft by having a lower priced PS6, like basically a more budget friendly console, as opposed to what they have now with
Like
the
the Series
with
S
the 5 and the Pro. Yes,
Right.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's-
They're basically copying Microsoft again in a way. But
You know what I was thinking, guys?
and then they're still betting on live service. Like they're still going to release 1 or 2 studio games a year, but it's not going to be any more than that, because they don't have the money or the resources to compete in that arena. So they're just going to double down on what they've been doing, but just improve upon it.
Yeah.
It's a make and break. This generation for Sony. It's a make and break. I do believe the reason why they're coming out with a standard spec console is because they need to invest in games. If they don't put out games with the hardware, because software is what makes the hardware, right? If they don't put out software with the next gen PlayStation, they're screwed.
Yeah, it's like Legal said, they don't
Who
buy
the
their first
fuck
party
is gonna
games.
buy that with no games? Remake? You wanna sell a console bundled with a remake? No thanks. I don't see an IP out from them that's gonna come out that's gonna be a banger. Unless Xbox is gonna be like, hey, we're gonna let you market this heavy, then we're gonna take it back, you know? Perhaps Sony bends over and they gotta invest in Xbox. If Sony wants to make it, they better start investing in Xbox, man.
I mean,
You
look
better
at there, the
start buying games.
top game PlayStation, COD, Forza. It's always been the same. Fortnite. The ponies don't buy first party games from Sony. They never have done. It's always been
No.
COD. It's always been the casuals, like Legal said. It's always been the same.
It's the sad part. These guys, they
Yeah.
spent all that money. What's that headset? That VR headset failed. What games? Nothing. Their PS portals, they're not even handhelds. They're just
No.
screens.
That's what it is, bro. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a screen. Yeah, of course.
And what else do we have? Their internet is garbage. Their console is jailbroken. You
service
can
is a
hack their
joke.
consoles now. You can hack a PlayStation 5 and emulate that thing.
Oh yeah, they've already jailbreaked, ain't they?
Yeah,
The PlayStation 5.
they've turned that console into a prostitute. It's
That's one way to put it.
there goes Wi-Fi
Yeah.
tonight.
It's like the
That's
porn.
one way to put it.
It's used and abused, guys, and they're
Man
liquid
got
cooled.
abused.
They're trying to come out with liquid cooled next gen pattern technology. Like
yeah,
Legal
and they're
said.
having to make a new hardware revision because their security keys leaked for
Yeah,
their
man.
consoles. So
Yeah.
Oh,
now
man.
the current versions can get hacked, basically, and modded. So they're having to come up with a new hardware version to combat that because their keys got leaked.
And the most heartbreaking.
And
one
they've
of
got a
them all,
bunch of lawsuits against them too.
Yeah.
Rez,
Yeah.
now that Xbox is the official owner of ABK and ABK, etc., now Sony has to hand them over their developer kits.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, early as well.
They know their specs now.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
the
Sony
PS6,
went.
that's the PS6 that come to Xbox.
I don't think so, man. From their talks, and me and Legal have talked about this in previous shows, and from they've had interviews where they've all sat in like a living room kind of setting, and they've all discussed the future of PlayStation. They basically hinted that the PS6 is not coming anytime soon. Like we're talking at earliest 28, 29, because they want to. They're not making their ROI on the PS5 as it is right now, so they're not going to invest in new hardware right away. They want to keep
stretch
building on
like
PS. They want to stretch out the PS5 as long as they can. So these ponies are getting excited about nothing because they got a long way. We don't.
Rez, they're still
what I'm saying.
stretching. They're
That's
still
what
stretching the
I'm saying.
PS4's cheeks, huh? I haven't heard of
Yeah,
them
because
stopping.
that's the thing too. The attach rate. Good point you brought up there. Is they're seeing not everybody's moving over to PS5. There's still a lot of people on PS4.
PS4, yeah.
Echoing on
Yeah.
what you said, Rez, our network traffics, they show more PS4 users than PS. And there's a lot of Xbox
exactly. That's
360
why they're
users.
working on backwards compatibility more, because they know that people are not moving over. Their attach rate is not very good.
Yeah,
So.
it's just what else was I gonna say? Just went off my head, man. There's so much about this console so negative. I want to be positive, but I can't. Yeah, it's they're stretching. These guys, they stretch everything. They're you know what? Shout outs to them. They're good at selling consoles, but shit at selling games. I can't. Just like Nintendo's selling vast amounts of games, right?
That's what I said earlier. Like, I mean, you're always going to need PlayStation to have Xbox. You need that competition.
Yeah.
Nintendo's off in the corner doing its own thing. They are.
See, Striker, Nintendo, they have Nintendo Land. It's from childhood, right? They got movies about Mario and whatnot.
Exactly.
And these guys are in your water parks. These guys are everywhere. You could go to Japan. They have Mario Land World. Yeah, you're right. They're doing their own thing. We can't even. Nintendo's a separate thing. Can't touch that.
They've never been honestly. If there is a console war, honestly, the winner is Nintendo. They sell the most consoles. They always put out bangers. But they're off in the distance doing their own thing, watching PlayStation, Xbox fans just duke it out while they're sitting there laughing at everybody. But again, Nintendo has a formula. They know it. They do it right, and that's why it's been so successful in the shadow of these two juggernauts that are PlayStation and Xbox. That's why they're still relevant, because they have their fans. They have their games. They're not flashy with the graphics. Now, they could, if they wanted to. They could have done it years ago. They could have gone to this big console and joined the next-gen graphics, but they didn't, because they don't need to.
Yeah. They're smart.
Nintendo
They're like,
not.
hey, we're making all this money. Our consoles our games are classics.
Their movie broke records. The new movie, Mario Galaxy, looks amazing. I can't wait for that.
Mario Galaxy's coming out.
They're calling the second movie. It's Mario Galaxy. Yep. You didn't see the trailer for that?
No,
I've been stranded
on. I'm gonna do that tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, the second because the first one. The first one was great, and obviously the second one is going to be Mario Galaxy. Now I'm sure they're going to make this its own like Mario Cinematic Universe. They're going to be doing all kinds of movies and whatnot, because why not? Why not cash in on it, right?
Yeah, they're doing a Zelda movie next year too.
I'm actually interested in that too.
If they come out with Zelda, like a Lord of the Rings trio, that'd be crazy, man.
Oh man, don't give me
What
started.
What are y'all telling me?
What's that?
Y'all in here talking about Nintendo movies. So what are y'all telling me?
Well, I was
watch Mario Galaxy.
I was just talking about like how I don't know how I got, but like he was saying like how he wants to say positive things about PlayStation, but he can't. But I said you really can't have PlayStation you can't have Xbox without PlayStation. You need PlayStation to have that competition, or else it kind of gets stale. And then I said, well, Nintendo, if you want to talk about console wars, they've kind of been winning it quietly all along because they do their
I'm
own
glad
thing.
you said that. Now we're gonna get on that subject real quick.
Yes, that's what we're on.
Here we go. I came back. I had an important phone call. I came back. I hope y'all wasn't been talking about. I hope y'all ain't been talking about Candy Crush or something like that. But we back on.
No. We've been talking about Nintendo consoles.
I'm coming off the top rope because I'm glad you said that, Striker. Here's the thing. What people have to understand is this. Nintendo sucks as a console seller. It's trash, dog shit. All right? Nintendo isn't known for its consoles to sell at all. The thing that kept Nintendo afloat and kept it on is its handhelds, was the Game Boy and the DS and the 3DS. Those were the ones that used to sell over 100-something million all the time, consistently. So Nintendo said, damn, we don't have faith in our console, just our traditional console. If you don't believe me, go look up them damn numbers.
I'm looking at them right now.
Right? Look those damn numbers up. Look up the Game Boy numbers compared to their traditional numbers, right?
Yeah, their consoles were always okay, but they never sold like their handheld.
Never sold. So,
Yeah, consoles
always
sell bad. The consoles did sell bad.
What people don't like to talk about, we love to bring up Nintendo, but what we don't like to bring up, this is why I don't really listen to people on YouTube and stuff. Nobody really likes to talk about what's really the deal, right? So that's why Direct Gaming is around, because we talk about what's really the deal. We don't have time. I don't bird feed this shit, right? This is real passion. We're here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help us gaming. Nintendo knew it.
Real
not
gamers,
fans, not the fans, not Nintendo knew it as a business. They already abandoned the traditional console long ago. So let's start with Nintendo. If we're going to talk about Nintendo, let's start with the fact that Nintendo was the one who abandoned the traditional console long ago.
And it started with the Wii.
That little hand with the little handheld to go with it.
The Wii.
The Wii.
That's
true.
It started with the Wii.
Y'all remember the hype around that. No one could find it.
Then it went to the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Nintendo said, okay, look, it makes sense if we just go ahead and combine our cultures. That was one of the greatest things Nintendo could have done for their company. So what they took was the mobility side, right? Which was their handheld. They got rid of it. Look, I'm just put it like this. When they got rid of that handheld, people thought Nintendo was crazy. They done lost their damn minds. They're about to go down. What are they doing? And Nintendo said, we're going to combine what? The experiences. We're going to have you where if you want, we got a dock for you. Put it down on the dock. It'll play on your TV. Yeah, you'll get about you're playing cartoon games. So no one cares. You don't play a little cartoon? Fine. Right? But when you're on the go, what did they do? They abandoned the disc all completely. They went back to the roots. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this one more damn time. Nintendo destroyed the whole traditional standpoint everywhere. They got rid of the disc and went back to cartridge. They went back to the 80s. They went back to the 80s and said, you know what? We don't want to be tied to no Wi-Fi or nothing like that. We're going to just be tied to battery usage. And the way we're going to do that is by making these cartridges. That way we don't have to worry about no load times, none of that. All this stuff that goes on with the disc, we don't want none of that market. We don't want none of that market. We're going to go back to what we did. We're going to go back to cartridge making, and we're going to build battery uses for our handheld / console hybrid. They're the ones that abandoned traditional consoles before anybody did. And then that's when Microsoft said, you know what? It's undeniable what Nintendo has been able to do. you know what? We can't do nothing but be influenced by that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're going to go for $2 billion, we can't just sit on console either. The thing about it is, people, nobody wants to give Microsoft its credit. Where Nintendo said we're going to make a hybrid console, Xbox just said we're going to use cloud. That's their way of expanding. Get it? Cloud breaks the norm for the traditional console. You can still play Xbox games, but you ain't playing it the traditional way. You have donkeys who have a hard time because they're the only ones not experiencing this type of gameplay on their preferred platform. They're the least doing it. PlayStation is last when it comes to technology advancement. Within the culture of gaming, they're last. Nothing ever works for them.
Facts.
They had those handhelds, they died. They had those VRs, they died. The industry does not run off of PlayStation. This is why I laugh when all you see in the gaming media is talks about what Sony's doing. Oh, look, this and that. Oh, look, Ghost of Yotei, Ghost of Yotei. Go. Nobody cared about no damn Ghost of Yotei, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The world don't even play PlayStation games. The world does it. Okay? So when we start speaking honest, when we really start wanting to speak honest, then when you hear somebody say something stupid, all you're going to do is laugh at it. That's why I laugh at it. Because they're the ones who are going to be hurt the most because they don't accept the reality of things. Nintendo's been abandoning it. They've been saying we're done with this. Microsoft was doing cloud in 2013. They were getting the structure. The Xbox One came out. It was pushed by the cloud. It was called cloud computing. Your gaming experience on Xbox One was based off of cloud computing. That Xbox One was nothing but a beta console to what you're getting now. I was telling Ray, you think about an Xbox with unlimited save storage, right? We had that with the OG Xbox. I don't think nobody ever filled it up. I mean, we knew it had a limit, but it was a super powerful PC console. Now, y'all heard me, right? You heard me, right? Because I wanted to see if y'all was going to catch on to that. 25 years ago, or 24 and some change, Microsoft made a non-traditional console. It was called the Xbox. That was not a traditional console. So this notion like traditional consoles have been the staple point for 25 years is a lie. It hasn't. Look at the Dreamcast. It was not a traditional console. So what are we talking about? Why are we out here sounding so dumb? The traditional console's been gone since 2K. Nobody's been doing a traditional console. They abandoned it. Why? Because a traditional console has limited fanship on it. It's the smallest fanship platform. If you just make a traditional console, you're not going to have that many fans on it. You have to reach a broader audience. The Kinect reached its own audience. There were people who didn't like to play Xbox games like that. They liked the motion sensor games, so they gravitated only to Kinect games. These are facts. They could care less about Xbox games. They bought an Xbox to play the Kinect games. Xbox saw that, and they gravitated too much to them. That's where they messed up in the 360 era towards the end. They gravitated too much to them because they saw potential of a crowd. They just didn't know how to market it right, moving on to the next generation. They messed up with the cloud, and they had to rearrange the experience, and the whole luster and the whole thing that made Xbox great fell apart. That's just the truth. It fell apart. It had to be reconstruction. Reconstruction had to occur on the Xbox platform. Now, everything is coming into play. The xCloud, why is nobody talking about the xCloud not coming out of beta form? Nobody wants to talk about that now because you're scared of it. No, because deep down, you're a hater of Xbox. Anybody who loves Xbox should be screaming at the fact that, man, you know, the cloud is out of beta. It's out of beta. You don't hear nobody talking about that. Ass whooping time is about to happen. There's no more testing on it. It's done. It's here. It's official. They got the Xbox Raw Ally X out here. That's our Xbox, future Xbox right there. If you don't have it, then you don't even know half of what's about to happen. I have it, so I'm hyped. Can you imagine doing your podcast and all that? And Xbox now, that's coming. That's a possibility. Everything you do, from hey yo Striker, your Twitch, everything on one device now. On one device, everything. You can expand your Twitch. You can expand your audience. People, this guy just don't play games. He's a broadcaster. We need to go back where we had that little chat on Mixer. Things were beautiful. You was playing and you could directly speak to the audience. When they make a comment, you directly speak to them. That was you for me. I don't have that anymore. Me and you was sad. Me and you hated that.
Illegal.
Because a part of how we gamed was taken from us. People don't realize. Yeah, I can hear you. People don't realize that broadcasters are fearless. They get out there, man, and they play those games, whether they're good at them or not, in front of a crowd of gamers. In front of a crowd of gamers that are just watching them play. You know, and they build an audience off of that by playing video games. You can't be a successful broadcaster and you don't play video games. It don't work that way. So when you're looking at what Xbox is about to do, it's time. It's time. You got all the elements of Xbox, which is far greater than all the rest of them. So Nintendo don't have no great cloud feature. This is what I'm trying to understand about gamers. When it comes to Nintendo, people want me to keep buying it with a high value price tag on it. But here's what I told. This is where we've been going with DIRREC. Resident gamer, be truthful. Where's the value in the Switch 2? Tell me.
You know what they do is their value is that they're invested in the IPs, right? It's not really the hardware to them that's the most exhilarating because it's not.
Where's the IPs at? Donkey Kong?
Yep. People like those games, man. They never get tired of them. I was one of them.
How long has it been since a Donkey Kong game sold like that? Where's my Mario game at?
Country.
Where's these Switch 2 library games at? Because all I'm seeing is remakes. They're doing the Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 remake. I bought a Switch 2 for Switch 2 games. See, that's why.
Yeah, they're definitely going the Sony route. I don't know if you noticed, Striker, but they're doing a lot more remasters than remakes than they've ever done.
Here's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Here's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
People like the dog shit bash Xbox, right? But we don't use those same standards for everybody else. See, nobody can say Xbox.
Oh, I know this double standards in the media and on Twitter, on social media. Yep.
At
Right.
least
Xbox right
new
now.
games out. New games, not remakes, not remasters.
We're getting new games. We're getting more games.
Facts.
New games at that. New experiences.
Better games. Top games.
Better games. But look at right. And we got the value in Game Pass. Look, man, the beast of reincarnation is going to be an instant hit on Game Pass. That is an international game, day one on Game Pass. From the makers
Pokemon
of Pokemon
is the most successful, one of the most successful companies in the world.
Absolutely.
Smashing it.
It's gonna break even. I think it'll break Expedition's record. I'm gonna call it right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll call it an Xbox. This is the year. Play.
This is this is from the Pokemon studio, so people are gonna try it out. At least they're gonna check it out.
Oh yeah, of course, it's been Game Pass, of course.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Striker.
I actually got to dip. I actually got to bounce out for now. All right, guys.
Hey man, I appreciate you
All
jumping
right,
in,
thanks
bro.
for coming.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Doc.
Hey, I told you
Anytime
it's
you
gonna
wanna
be
have
your
me.
talking time,
Thank
bro.
you, Striker.
You did it. Thanks, man. Anytime, Striker.
See you later,
Good
Good
guys.
night, guys. All right.
Yes,
Take
See you
sir.
it
later.
easy.
Bye.
Take it easy,
Yeah,
brother.
bro.
Man, y'all really made my day today, man. I had an important phone call, but y'all really made my day today. Robo, Striker, y'all made my day today, man.
Yeah,
This
said that.
is awesome.
Listen, we're going international, brother. International.
You made us international, bro. We here. I love it, man. We're here, bro. We're
Trust me, bro.
here.
Trust me. Trust me, bro. Trust me.
Yeah,
Time for the book of X
it's time
has
for the
just
book of X,
begun.
bro.
Yes.
Trust me. It's our year, boys. Our year. 2026, boys. Just wait. Just wait. Game Pass. Just wait,
Sir.
boys.
Man,
What
I've
do you
never
think?
been
Remember what I
happier,
told
bro.
y'all? Remember what I told
It's
y'all?
really great to be a gamer, to be honest with
Right.
you,
Yeah,
right
trust
now.
You remember what I told y'all? Remember what I told y'all? I said, look, they don't want Xbox to come out next year. Trust me. They don't want that. They don't want that smoke.
They're scared, bro. They're
Because,
scared.
yeah, because
Oh,
here's
you
the
could
thing.
already see it because they're
Yeah,
spinning
of
up
course
those
you can, bro.
negative
They're
articles
scared.
already.
They know
Yep.
what's coming.
Right. Here's the thing. To have that next console out first and for it to build its games on its next generation. See, remind you, there's no going backwards with these games.
No,
See,
bro.
this
Trust
is going to
me.
be when the next Xbox come out, it won't be going backwards.
No, forward, bro.
See,
Forward.
right. The backwards ability of Xbox will be in the cloud, which
Yeah,
the cloud is an exclusive feature on Xbox, just like Quick Resume, just like Game Pass. See, Game Pass is what's exclusive. This is what I gotta get in people's heads.
Yeah, that's what it is. Game Pass is that's Xbox. Game Pass is exclusive now.
That's it.
That's what it is,
That's
bro.
what's exclusive. That's it. That's it. That's it. See, it ain't about the video games. It's
No,
about
it's not
the
about the
service.
games no more. It's not about the games, but it's
Nope.
Game Pass now, bro. It's Game
It's
Pass.
about Game Pass now.
Xbox. That's exclusive for Xbox now.
Exactly. So when you can think like that, you'll understand how this is going to move. So how is the Xbox S and X going to be able to play these games from the next generation? It won't be direct ports. They're going to be cloud gaming featured games.
Of course,
That's
yeah.
going to be the backwards compatibility, right? Because when you look at these Xbox, they're going to get depleted because the technology back. A lot of these games, they'll be able to you don't look if you don't want to buy. All you need is a running Xbox. Why? Because cloud.
Famo, your mic is going on and off.
Yeah, you're breaking up, bro. You're breaking up, brother.
Okay, I'll repeat that. You don't have to buy a new Xbox because the one that you have will be able to play those games by way of cloud anyway.
Of course, yeah, of course.
So Microsoft is looking at it like this. Sooner or later, that Xbox is going to die on you. You're going to be able to still play Xbox games if you have a device. Now, by that time, you'll be able to play, you should be able to have enough time and money invested to where you can upgrade. What's going on, Jago 6 in the building? What's up,
you can even stream like for the Xbox One, like the Xbox Series X games, the Xbox One through cloud gaming. You can still play them on the Xbox One.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If you got an Xbox One, if it's an Xbox, even it's the next gen game, but you can still cloud game for the Xbox One. That's the route I'm going to. If you get
That's
what
right.
I mean.
They're enabling all of that across all platforms for the
course,
Xbox.
Yeah, all devices, of course. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's right. That's what it is. And they don't understand that Microsoft is building this ultimate PC now hybrid console as a gaming platform. Because why? The ignorant gamer doesn't understand that that Xbox and wow, I got another surprise, man. This is beautiful. But they don't understand that Steam it's ran off of Windows. They're gonna learn that now. If they don't know now, they're gonna learn later.
Oh, definitely, of course.
So this is all making sense. Microsoft is aiming to make Windows the biggest gaming platform. Why? Because the ignorant gamer doesn't already understand that that's where the biggest platform for games is for Microsoft.
It's all coming together now for Xbox. It's all coming together, bro. This year, it's coming together. Trust me.
Xbox brand in the building. What's good, baby?
So, man, it's been a long time.
Xbox, what up, buddy?
Come on in here, man.
You're good, bro. You're good.
It's the
I know you're excited for Starfield 2.0, Mr. Brand.
Like I said, I've got 1,800 hours in that game, so I'm gonna be pouring back into it. I haven't been playing it just because I'm one.
Yeah, they're doing a real big rehaul, big upgrade. They're adding a lot. It's going to be like a whole nother, not a whole nother game, but like a game and a half a game.
Yeah,
almost.
It's going to be a full game, really.
It's going to be a lot of changes in the game, so I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yo, Xbox brand, this is 2026 25th anniversary for Xbox brand. You crashed DIRREC Gaming like the pro that you are, like the Xbox gamer that you are. Man, what are you excited about this year the most? And what are you looking forward to the most for your anniversary as an Xbox?
For me personally, I was looking really forward to January and getting back into Final Fantasy VII, the remake on the Xbox version, and but then when I saw that that it looks like Fable's now coming out in the first quarter, that could really be a massive change in what I'm going to be playing. So if Fable comes out anywhere near that time frame, I'm going to be jumping on Fable. That game is really looking tight, and it looks like it's really come well together. So I really want to get into it and see how investive that game really is, how they've done skill trees and the variety of things they put into that open world game.
You could be male or female in the game too. You can customize your character.
Correct. And so I'm really excited about the different avenues that the games that they're going to provide. I'm mostly looking for two games. These are the ones that I've been looking at for a while, and that would be, of course, Fable.
Just want to say welcome to everybody today, man, in the Mighty Chat Pack community of ours. Welcome, 25th anniversary startup, man. We here. That's all I want to say, man. We here, people.
Yeah, we're definitely here. So I'm definitely looking for it, and then E-Day. Those are two games that I'm just really stoked about. I was never a major Halo fan, but now with a lot of advancements that they're showing and things like that, I'm gonna give it a go and give it a run and see how it plays. Again, it was never my cup of tea. Originally, Gears was never my cup of tea, but then when I got into it, I got really invested, and I beat all the first three. Started 4, just didn't finish it because I started getting into other games. And so, like I said, right now I'm just been in Odyssey and just trying to clean that whole game out and trying to even beat it because it's just a long game. So what I'm looking forward to most is seeing the new console and seeing if they're going to be able to keep it under the 1G, cost ratio due to the fact that we know that it's going to be a premium experience, but what does that mean? Is it going to be like an iPhone where it's just the next iterum of device with upgrades, and then, oh, by the way, it's $1,200. I don't know what it'll cost, but I'm looking that probably that'll be whatever the price is, I'm going to buy it. I'm getting that stuff stored away. So when it comes out, I'm going to buy it and I'll be part of that.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, Xbox brand. Are you telling me that you're getting your money right now? You're preparing yourself like a true champion.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. So repeat that again, what you're going to do, because you got some of these gamers out here that are fronters. I call them the brokers. They act like they...
Let me point out, most people can go out there and here's the deal, right? So if you set aside $50 per paycheck, and then let's say you get 26 paychecks a year, which is you paid every other week, you can have that thing paid off or near to it in 1 year's time before it even comes to the foray, and you've got yourself your device. $50. You kidding me? You tell me you can't just skip one time of going to McDonald's that may cost you $50 for you and your wife or your kids? I mean, come on. There's one time where you may just drop out a couple burgers or whatever. I mean, it's a very simple, easy cutout. Just go right into your bank account and have it automatic withdrawal and put into a savings account, and you'll get your money's worth. Now, I'm not saying it's for everybody, and I want people to buy what they want. If you want to buy a PlayStation, go for it. You want to buy a Switch 2, buy it. If you want to buy a PC, buy it. I don't care. What I'm saying is you can't say that the device itself is not viable. It's just like this, the ROG Ally Xbox, right? If you want it, go for it. Buy it. I mean, that if that's what you want, that's fantastic. I'm happy for you. But myself, for my gaming habits, I am an Xbox gamer, right? So I'm going to have the device that plays it. My son was asking me the other day, and he said, we were at Walmart, and my family was around, and he said, Dad, you're going to be buying the new Xbox, right? I said, yeah, I'm buying that new Xbox. He goes, even if it's $1,200? I said, even if it's $1,200. I said, son, that's what I do. I'm an Xbox gamer. No matter if I'm 25 years old or I'm 78 years old, I'm going to buy that new Xbox. And guess what? I'll be playing on that new Xbox. Even if it's just straight up a PC environment, doesn't matter. I'm going to be playing on it because it's going to be the new console. That's what I'm going to have in my living room. Okay. So I know what I'm getting, and I know what I'll be playing. And I know that from everything we're seeing right now, the amount of games, the amount of stuff I'm getting on Game Pass, $8,700 was just last year. I mean, it's only going to grow, guys. It's going to become the biggest thing in gaming history. Now, will the device be extremely expensive? Could very well be. But then if you have an iPhone, you can't tell me that you don't go and buy those new iPhones. So you're telling me that you're willing to buy one every 2 years or every year, whatever you may do.
There you go, coming off the top rope. Keep going.
So you tell me you can't go after a new console that comes out every 5, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. I mean, yeah, this one's coming earlier than normal, but guess what? It's been, 5, 6 years? I mean, it came out in 2020, guys. This is 2026, yo. Next year is 27, which is probably when it's going to come out. My guess is it's going to be propped this year. I know there's been several leakers that said, oh, it's going to be released in Christmas time. No, they're not. They're going to release it next year as far as when it will actually be bought and when it will be sold. They are going to show you. That's going to be the end cap. They're going to show you as the encapsulation of the entire show. This is Xbox. This is the power we have. This is what we can do better than anyone else. This is the new console. And again, they're not even going to show you price. The price will be revealed later on this year, and then you can start pre-ordering it.
That's what you're landing on. You think it's going to be 1,200? I was thinking maybe 900, 1,000.
I already posted out from my account, which was, I said I think there's going to be two devices. There's going to be one that's going to be $400, and then there's going to be one that's going to be $1,000. My bet is it's going to be within that range. And I think that for two reasons. Number one.
You think one is going to be what? Cloud only, huh?
It's going to be cloud only.
See, my boy.
There will be zero memory on board. I mean, you'll have to, but there'll be no onboard memory. Why? Because cloud saves.
That'd be beautiful.
You for free.
Yep.
Right? So now you'll just save everything to the cloud. You're doing that with your TVs anyway. If you're playing on TV or you're playing on your phones, you're saving it to the cloud.
Yep.
So, and we will get an automatic a device that'll be a real small unit. You get, and it'll probably cost you about $400, and it'll connect you right to the cloud version of it, and you'll play it on your TV, and you won't know any difference, except for the visuals will not be in the 4K environment. You'll never get a 4K. You'll get maybe maximum
1440p.
1440p, yeah, definitely. 1440p, definitely.
That's it, yeah.
And that's what
1080p to 1440p. That's it.
And now, like I said, now for $1,000, I'm gonna drop for that new console, even if it's $12.
That's me all the way. $1,000, I'll drop it straight away. $1,000, man, top.
Guys,
man.
I'm a gamer. You guys are gamers too, and I know the vast majority of people that I conversate with, you guys are going to be dropping for this game too, or this
Xbox brand.
I want the
Just-
top.
just
I want
yesterday-
the top Xbox. I want the top of the top, mate. I want the top
I
console.
had no problems just yesterday dropping 1,800 on a new iPhone 17 Pro. Believe me, if they drop an Xbox at 2,000, I'll
Of
buy
course,
that.
right. We're getting it no matter what we're getting it. No matter what the missus says, we're getting it.
We're getting it. They don't understand. We're serious gamers, and the
Yeah,
better
trust
they
me.
give us, the more we'll pay. And we got no
Trust me,
problems
trust
paying.
me.
Xbox gamers are fed, and they work. We got
Yes.
jobs.
Trust
We
me,
don't
bro.
sit in.
This
We don't
is
sit
The
in little,
ultimate value too, right?
Yeah,
I
man.
Because
can
of
tell you,
everything that comes
I know
with it.
all of you guys, and every one of you is a hardcore gamer, and I know you guys put in time. So I can say that, you know, we're not capping here. You can't just call us fake on this.
No,
We have
definitely
these
not.
consoles, we have these games, we have the amount of time in these games.
We're gamers, bro. Gamers.
Exactly. We're gamers. We're all in one environment. We shouldn't be fighting no way. We should all just be celebrating everybody saying, hey, how can you game more? How can you get to do more? How can you grab your phone and play Clash of Clans or whatever other kind of game you may play? Maybe it's Candy Crush, whatever, but you're a gamer. If that's what you're up to, is what you're wanting to do, then we should celebrate you and push you towards that end. We should help you to get to that end. You can always have a little bit of console war and saying, hey, you know, one's better than the other. But the reality is we're gamers. We're in one environment. We should all be standing up as one team and saying, guys, let's game. Let's have fun. What do we have out there? What's on the environment? How do we break down these barrier walls? How can we provide everybody to have that same gaming experience? That's why I play Xbox, because I can play it anywhere.
Yeah, man. Hell
You're
yeah.
looking at 1,000 to 1,200 easy. I have it in that area easy because of the premium high end side of things. This is not going to be a mid-tier console. This is not the high end mid.
True next gen. To be a true next gen console.
Next gen high end of premium content console / PC hybrid entertainment system. This thing is going to look, man. You know, if you get one, you ain't gonna be sitting like these PC wannabes, sitting up here trying to tell you they got a 59 on a 27-inch screen, sitting up here trying to tell you they running 300 hops up. Listen, bro, and they can't demonstrate none of that shit to you other than take fake pictures or show you lights and UFOs in their bedroom, bro. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, trust.
Nobody cares. Look,
Trust.
nobody cares because this Xbox is going to be a serious beast. We're not even talking about PC games that nobody talks about. We're going to be talking about the reason why we have Game Awards, the reason why we have commercials. You don't see no PC gaming commercials. You go out in your neighborhood, you don't even hear nobody on your block talking about a PC game. Console gaming has always been in the streets. We started in the arcades and we worked our way home. That was the whole purpose of console games. It was bring the arcades home. So this culture of trying to be nice, like Rez is talking about, it's going on. It just doesn't fit our culture. Why? Because the console culture has always been competitive. And this is why I said, you know, we're going to have to get used to Phil Spencer. Because Phil Spencer is a PC gamer first. There's nothing wrong with that. He doesn't like the wars. He doesn't like the competitive battling.
Hey,
it's not that. The competitive battling is our culture.
Just real quick, a long time ago, back in my early days, I had messaged Phil Spencer. And I said, because he was talking about a game that was coming out. And I said, hey, which console are you going to be playing on? And these are his words exactly to me. I mean, he direct responded to me and says, I don't just play on one console. I'll play it where I want to play it. And I'll play it on any of them because I own every console and a PC.
Because he's in the industry. Most gamers, we grew up with one console. And most gamers are preferred platform players. This is just facts. And this is what reflection of why it's like it is, because it paints that same picture. Phil Spencer is in a very small percentage of people who get all the he anything he wants, play these games. He's not gonna look at it like we look at it because he's PC first. So it doesn't matter to him. It literally doesn't matter to him. You don't hear people in the PC world fuss over who has the most biggest rig and who has this and that. No, they just say, I got a PC. The majority PC gaming world was playing at 1080, 60 frames a second. But you wouldn't have known that by listening to these goofballs on social media. They made you think that having a console was the weakest thing out here. But 98% of them was 1080p 60. So what are we talking about? You didn't make PC look good. You didn't entice me to go get a PC. When I found out the truth about the PC community, I'm good. I'm good with that. Now, when it comes to the culture of console gaming, right? I'm going to go where my time is going to be spent because two had multiple consoles. What I'm multiple consoles is this, Brand. Too many of them sit still while one gets used. I'm not in the business of buying consoles and having collecting dust while I'm playing this one over here. And then when this one gets a game, one game out of I'm gonna go buy this game. So I have these consoles, but I got maybe that I play on. Nah, bro. Listen, I don't care if it's Phil Spencer to Yoshida. I don't listen to them. They're businessmen of this stuff. Phil Spencer, Sarah Bonner condensation on that the fact that they play Xbox, where they're gonna play their games at. But when you look in Phil Spencer's, podcast that all you see stuff. He has a business to run. It's just like you go dealership. Watch, this is what it sounds like to me. Watch this. If you pulled up a Bugatti in my car, in my parking spot, my driveway rather, you pull Bugatti up, you pull a Ferrari up, you pull a Bentley up, you pull a Maserati up, you pull what is a McLaren up. And you're gonna tell me because I love I'm a Ford F-150, right? That if you cars, I'm not gonna drive them. Come on, man. Who does that? Now, if you're gonna go out here and you're gonna say, hey, legal, you want that Ferrari for $750,000, you want that Bugatti for $2 million, so you gotta pay for it. What do you think I'm gonna do? If I'm not crazy about those platforms, what do you think I'm gonna do? Nah, I'm good. I might get this Bentley over here, but I'm good. Thanks for the offer, bro. Because I don't need all those cars, right? I need this one. This one's fully loaded. It has almost everything that I want. So I'll take that one. That's reality. Most people in the world don't have everything. I'm pretty sure Phil Spencer has a high-end premium PC too. Most PC riggers don't have that. This man is worth $25 to $30 million. You're talking about a millionaire. So to him, it's nothing. But watch this. But don't ever underestimate the flagships of these consoles. Because when they do that, that's when the industry falls apart. Because you want to know why? Because the console war for console sales hangs on that. Without the back and forth, you don't have an enticement for the sales. That's period. This is why do you think they expanded off of the platform? Because they can't budget. They can't change it. So the only thing they can do now is expand off of it. Console gamers are going to be console gamers. That's it. Move on. If you don't go expand Xbox and PlayStation to the mobile side of things, C side of things. That's how you deal with it because they found out they're not going to change the culture over here. How do we know? Go on Twitter X. Every single day, you got dumbasses over there. Every single day. And no matter what you tell them, console sales. No matter what you tell them, console sales. You're not going to get them to change their mind. They're over there. They're still thinking, they're still saying in 2026, PlayStation exclusives. You ain't going to change their minds. Sony's going to have to change for them to change their mind. And why do you think Sony's not changing drastically? Because they don't want to lose that flagship. So who is the real powerful people in this industry? Is it the businesses? Is it the developers? Or is it the gamers? I think everybody here knows that it's the gamers. The people who are holding their wallets are the most powerful entities in gaming. Because if brand doesn't go out here and buy these video games, it doesn't matter how many games developers make. If Resident Gamer don't buy them, it doesn't matter how much money Sony and Microsoft make a year. If Spar 117 doesn't buy no video games, it doesn't matter how many Switch 2s get sold out here. It doesn't matter. The industry is going to crumble if the gamer doesn't buy. So the gamer is the most important aspect in gaming. If the gamer is buying, then we have a gaming atmosphere. And that's just the bottom line. That's it. That's it.
Sorry, boys. I've got a bounce, boys. I have. Yo, Lego. No, something on the show, bro.
No worries, Famo. Thanks
No
for
worries,
stopping
Famo.
by.
Good to have you, brother. Salute to you, man.
Yo,
We-
you're definitely.
Great night, Robo.
Yeah, nice one, boys.
Yes, sir. We got to have you, Robo.
Night.
You take care. Good night, brother.
Good night, brother. Good night. Say that, right. Say that, boys. Say that.
Yes, sir.
See you later, brother.
There you go, Jago 6. Look at this. See, this is the other thing, Xbox brand. I don't even want a PlayStation. I don't care who has one. I don't want one. It's not a smart buy. See, we have these terminologies out here in the consumer world. They're real terminologies. Smart consumer. That's a real thing. Now, look at what Jago 6 just said. Sony has 80 million hackable consoles. I don't even need to read no more. Sony has, somebody wants to tell me to go buy a PlayStation when it's hackable. How does that make any sense? Every PlayStation console that's ever been made has been jailbroken. Okay, so look, Xbox brand, I've said this on my show so many times. Let's put that in reality. Let's take all the little, let's be nice guys, right? So Xbox brand, right? When you leave your house, do you leave it open? Or do you lock it? Xbox brand. Okay, he's gone.
He might have stepped away.
Friends,
Yeah.
when you walk out of your house, do you lock the door?
Yes.
Why do you lock the door?
Because to make sure it's safe and secure, nobody can break in.
When you drive your car, Rez, and you stop somewhere and you get out, do you leave your car open? Do you leave the doors open?
I lock it.
You close the door and you lock it, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. The hell that we don't use a reality. We don't use our reality when it comes to gaming. Gaming is like only, look, if you go down to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, right? True story. True story. I'm not making this up. You go to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. You go where they're selling apparel at. Rez, what apparel do you think is only going to be sold in there?
I don't know.
Do you think you're going to see a New York Giants jersey in there to be bought?
No.
Why the hell are we? So in an imaginary world, right?
So I can't hear everybody. Is there a reason for that, or?
I can hear you now. I didn't hear you before.
Xbox brand.
Okay, yeah, I'm just now talking. I was actually dealing with some stuff here because I'm here. At
No,
work
you
right
heard
now,
me.
So
So did you hear the question?
Did you
hear my
I'm
questions?
doing some of my computer work. So
No, you're good, Xbox brand. Did you hear my questions I was asking you?
Yeah, but I can't hear direct or any of the other panel members.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So look, when you walk outside your home, Xbox brand, and you leave your house, do you lock the door or do you keep your doors unlocked? Oh, he left. So he must be having some issues. But yeah, Rez, look, they're there to sell the Dallas Cowboys memorabilia, right? That's what they're there for. They're not there to sell the New York Giants jerseys, right? Xbox brand, I'll go back to that question because I didn't know if you heard
Yeah,
me.
it bugged out on me, brother.
No, you're good. When you leave your home, do you lock your door?
Every day, man.
There you go. When you drive somewhere and you get out your car, do you not lock your car door?
All the time, man.
Exactly. So in the reality world, right? We do those things. But for some reason in gaming, we give those things a stipulation because it's gaming. No, it's not real. Sony has 80 million hackable consoles. So nobody can make that make sense for me as a smart consumer to go and buy one of those things. Can't make it. If Sony can't make
means
their
they have bad
safe,
security, which means your account information is exploitable, which means your credit card information.
It can be reached.
Well,
did you see where even the way they're doing it by way of gift cards and all of that they still can get to you? They still know how to get you because your address and all that's tied to it. It is still in there, and they can still get to your bank. Because Sony, after all these years, now, this is what I want to tell y'all. The biggest hack ever happened in gaming history happened on the PlayStation platform in 2011. You still have people trying to make excuses for Sony, bro. And that's the sad part. Bro, if Sony hasn't changed their fundamental value on security, then what are we doing out here? What are we talking about? 77 million fans got affected that year. And the PlayStation is still hackable. Imagine that. 14 years later, and a damn PlayStation is still can be jailed. It's unrealistic. If that was Xbox, there wouldn't be no more Xboxes out here. You wouldn't have to ask Phil Spencer that question. That's the difference. For us to sit here and act like the treatment is different is delusional. We know that the same things don't apply for each platform. Yeah, people can sit there and buy what they want, but they're not playing video games like that. How do I know? Because I have multiple consoles myself.
Yep.
But there's no value. Xbox gave me value. I'm like, damn, you mean to tell me I got 500 games at my disposal? I don't care what anybody says. That's more than what any other brand is giving me. Any other brand is giving me. I got all these partnerships, and the partnerships are growing. What are we talking about? That's what it is. No, you're not going to get those guys to talk bad about each other like that. No, because they're ultimate professionals. But we're the smart consumer. This is why everybody hasn't went electrical, right? Everybody hasn't went electrical because everybody's not a fan of electrical batteries.
Yeah.
That's why the companies do this. They go hybrid so that they can appease the electrical guys and they can appease the gas guys. The fuel ain't never going to go anywhere. Why? Because the majority of the world runs off fuel. It don't run off of electricity. That's why. Do you even know that the way we get electricity from water turbines is old-fashioned? It's old-fashioned. Because what happens when you get into a drought and the water gets too low for those generators to produce? Now what are you going to do? See what I'm saying? So you don't build your platform off of an old-fashioned way of thinking. You build it on a new way of thinking that prevents old failures from happening. And that's what Microsoft is doing. I don't care that Xbox games can go on another platform. That's not my concern anymore, because the console war's been dead. I've been saying this on Direct Gaming for a long time. The console wars died in 2014, 15, 16. It was dead, gone.
Well,
that's how long it's been.
Here's the thing that everyone says, okay, well, the Xbox is dying, blah, blah, blah. The question really is to the Xbox gamer, what am I losing by someone else being able to buy that same game? Such as Avowed. Let's look at Avowed because it's the most recent one going over. What did it take away
from me? What's up, baby? Keep going.
What did it take away from me for PlayStation users to now get to see the wonder and the beauty that is Avowed? What did it take away from me? Nothing. Even if it came out the same day, what did it take away from me? Nothing. I got to play that game day one. Why? Because I'm on Game Pass. And I actually bought the early access. So again, what did it hurt me? I got the game that I wanted. I played it, had fun with it. So now some people from Sony get to enjoy that game. And so what is the problem with it? What is the hang up? Why are people so upset if you are finding fun in a game that is going over to the other platform? What did it take away from you? Did it somehow minimize your playing experience? Did it somehow make your gaming experience less so?
Talk the talk, Xbox brand. Talk the talk, man.
Listen, folks. Again, the console wars are fun at times, right? They can be fun. We can chide each other saying you don't have that, you don't have the power there, whatever. But at the end of the day, when a game goes to a different console, what did it take away from you to play that very same game on a different console?
It didn't take anything. Exactly.
Right. It didn't take nothing.
It
gave someone else an opportunity to say, hey, you get to enjoy what those others get to enjoy. And isn't that what it's all about, guys? Is gaming, having fun? So now Joe down the road who has a PlayStation 5 can now play Avowed and enjoy the same world and go down different paths that I didn't take and get to make the choices that he gets to make and have the same fun that I had in the game, make different choices and enjoy the beauty that is Avowed. It took nothing away from me. So I'm just happy that Xbox has gotten beyond this pluralistic, just tribal, hey, man, it's got to be in my environment. Those folks are the only ones that can be there. No, man, we're gamers. We need to be more than that. And yes, was Xbox pushing that direction? Sure. But guess what? They evolved, they changed. And guess what? They're a better company for it. They're making more money than they ever have before. And even Phil Spencer had said, we have more people playing on Xbox and on Xboxes than ever before. Why is that? Because on the Xbox One, you can still cloud all those games. Guess what, folks? You may be playing 1080p, but you're already playing 1080p anyways for the most part. Most people are playing 1080p or 1440 max. They're not even hitting that 4K 60. Most people don't even really care about the 4K 60. What it's all about is playing a game that looks frigging good. And I'm telling you, 1440 is pretty much where it's at. Because I'm playing Odyssey, guys, and I'm telling you, I've been sending out pics all the time. And that game is a freaking lovely game. This was made, 2015? I mean, come on, folks. These are great games, and all we have to celebrate is that we have gamers playing games. So if Fable comes out, and maybe in 3 or 4 months, PlayStation players get to play it, fantastic, great for them. Guess what? I'm playing day one. You know why? Because I'm an Xbox gamer. Why? Because I play on Xbox Game Pass, which is still, and will always be the best deal in gaming, period.
Man, you know what, brother? I love you, man. I'm proud of you, bro. What you just said, that's really it. Because I'm gonna put it in reality, right? When you go to a car dealership, right? Xbox brand, is there not a such thing as used cars?
Yes, I'm in the
Right. So,
man.
right. So just because a dealership may have a brand for itself, they're not dumb enough to not accept a used car to come in there where they can sell that, and that money goes into their company, regardless if it's the same brand or not. They don't care about that. They're not going to say, "Oh, we're not going to accept this vehicle." They're going to take that vehicle for a trade-in. They're going to mark, well, maybe off of it to somebody who just needs a car. They're going to fix what they can fix on it, sell it back out. And this is what they're hoping. They're hoping that that person don't make their payments and they bring that car back. They repossess it, and guess what they're going to do again with that car? They're going to flip it. You know how I know these things? Because I used to sell cars in Memphis, Tennessee. You're hoping that you can at least flip that same car 3 times. You're hoping for that. You really want it to happen twice. About it. So the used cars is where the money is really at. Because people, and I'm gonna tell you something, people who come in with cash, you know why? Buy a car that's it. You don't really make no commission off of it. You want those used cars people. You want those type of people that come in, you can sell them the front end of that car to the trunk. They get in that bad boy. You're hoping within another year they get it repossessed, comes back. You get that bad boy, you get to flip that same damn car again. You don't care that it's the name brand of that company or not. You're making that money because you can flip that car and get a good 3,000 off that bad. Easy. I love working the used dealership lot. I loved it over there. No, because when you got a brand new car, people coming in with that duffel bag, they're like, "Hey man, they buying that bad boy. They rolling out that brand new car. They got that good credit. They ain't got to put nothing down. They're not listening to you. They're like, hey, I want that car. Whoop-de-woo, I'm out of here." On the used side, you can talk to the, you can make them think that this car is the best, that they got the best of the day because we did this to the car, we did this, we did that. They're so happy when they're leaving. They're happy because they felt like they got something off of the company. You make them think that they robbed the company. I saved a whole lot of money. That's how you want your customer to feel. So what would you think if I went up on a used car dealer? The doors open up, the hood, and the battery's taken out. How do you think, for the sake of me loving cars and I like to sell cars, I'm going to, well, I'll have all of them. Come on, man. We got to be for real out here. It's cool. I get that. We don't want to stuff. There's things their doors open when nobody does that in reality world. There's 80 million PlayStations out here that are hackable. That's not funny. Because nobody's gonna laugh if something really gets breached and everybody's personal information gets thrown out in the world. Nobody's gonna be laughing. It's gonna be talking about I own multiple consoles then. As soon as that happens, the whole tune changes. But in Xbox, mothers who give their kids Game Pass, so their sons and daughters all these games, and it's only costing them $20 a month, $30 a month. It's the real world when it's, why are we stressing? Video games should be a low stressful situation for everybody. You can't. What's wrong that Game Pass gives out the better deal and all the rest of them can't, and they outsell it by consoles, but the better deal. Something's wrong there because it's telling you a truth that nobody really wants to speak on. Microsoft really makes the money. They don't sweat the losing type stuff. They don't really sweat that because they make that up in so many areas through Windows, through cloud, through Azure, through all of that stuff, that Xbox is just protected now. They can do so many failures. Xbox right now, it's incredible. Everybody else can't. Nintendo has to stay safe. Look what Nintendo's doing right now. Stryker was talking about the movies and nobody caught on to that. Nintendo's making movies because they're not making that money like everybody think they're making in gaming. That's why. Then they gotta they gotta make some damn movies now. That's why. PlayStation over here, right? Thought that they were going to use the Game Awards, thought they were going to use all those commercials and all that marketing to deceive you. But guess what? All of that didn't mean, what's up, Securo Cypher King? My man. All of that didn't mean the reality. The reality, Securo, was that PlayStation didn't put out nothing. And they didn't put out nothing all year long to the point that Jeff Keighley couldn't even hide it. Jeff Keighley, the Game Awards, got scrutinized the last 2 years. First year was what? Everybody talked too long. Second year was what? He shut everybody up. Third year was what? If you want us to come to your Game Awards, you're going to have to reflect the gaming industry and its true identity. And look, he had his best Game Awards ever because he showed the true identity of the Game Awards. And look what happened to him.
Well, I actually kind of see that as the reason that Xbox is now being given a presence really on the stage is because they've opened up their doors. They're no longer an exclusive brand. So because they are now pro gamer, you're going to see more and more every single year. You're going to see more and more games because Xbox, let's be real, they're putting out more games than any other publishing brand. No one is pushing out as many games as they are. They have the largest publishing arm of any company out there. They're pushing out more games than most are putting out within 3 to 5 years. They are pushing out a ton of video games. So you're going to see them more and more in the headline. And I think Fable's looking like this year, more than likely E-Day, since it's going to be a day one on Xbox, on PlayStation. All of these games will be given a presence. And the fact that Jeff Keighley can no longer say, oh, well, that's only a Xbox environment. Well, guess what, folks? They have, this last year, showed exactly what Xbox has been doing, right? They won a ton of awards. Why? Because everything is opening up. They're not being exclusive anymore. There's no need for it. We don't have to have that war. That tribal mentality can just go out the door. We are now just gamers, and now we get to just look at it from a gaming perspective and say, okay, what games are the best games this year? What are we actually playing? What are people actually getting involved with? Instead of just saying, hey, I got to support Astrobot because Astrobot was the #1 game on PlayStation that year, and only at the time it sold 1.3 million copies, and still I think it's only crested 2 million. Come on, guys. Don't just go and support just a brand just because of the simple fact that, you know, they're the most popular console brand. I mean, they're not even the most popular console brand since Nintendo sells more than they do. So, I mean, come on, guys. Let's look at this as gamers and look at the games that are coming out. And Xbox now has so much coming out to the forefront. We get to evaluate it based on the quality and the gaming experiences we're having. And Doom this last year was fantastic. I'll be honest, did not finish it because, again, it got back into RPGs. And I was like, man, I can't go back into these shooter games because it's just not my environment. I love RPGs, and that's what I'm stuck in right now. So that's what I like to do. I delve into these games, have fun, and enjoy the environments I'm given.
Facts.
Come on, man. Man, I got my man G-Man in the building. I got my man Securo King Cypher in the building. These are my OGs, man. It's good to see them. It's good to see them. These were my OGs, bro. This is the 25th anniversary Explosion show today, man. I'm going to keep my foot on their necks severely this whole entire year. And I'm just going to go off the bat and grand slam this real quick and let y'all know why they hugging on Grand Theft Auto 6 dick right now. The reason why they squeezing that dick so hard is because that's their only weapon that they think that's going to stop the momentum of Xbox. But that's not going to work for them. The game is going to come out. So we might see something historical happen for the first time in a long time
Or it'll get delayed again.
Oh God, I hope not. Don't tell me that. You're giving me nightmares, man.
Yeah, Schreier said that he talked to some devs at Rockstar and they weren't confident on the. They didn't have a date. They weren't confident the game was going to be ready.
My son told me, he said, "Dad, I'm gonna be 58 before that game ever rolls through the door." I'm like, "Oh my God, don't tell me that. I don't need to hear that." Grand Theft Auto, man. I'm like I said, that's day one for me. But now I'm gonna have. I've said the only bad thing about Game Pass, if you want to say it's a bad thing, is you have too many options. You have too many games to play, and you have all of these new games coming to the forefront. Your backlog, you might as well just never even live in the playing in any of those old games, because I'm just telling you, right, you're going to be constantly stuck in these games.
Yo, Rez, don't let your boy hang it. Keep going, man. Keep going. You wanted this slow cooking show. Keep going. I know you got some spices out of Arizona. Let's go.
You know, I already spit my bars earlier. Really, I'm super excited, man. Like I said, they're gonna make history in multiple ways this year. They're releasing their 4 Horsemen, which are their 4 flagship titles, all in one year. They're gonna have a potential hardware reveal this year as well, on top of releasing even more games on Game Pass than they did last year. And we're going to also have Activision and Blizzard announcements as well, because their games they've been cooking on we're going to start seeing those. There's also a rumor of a new StarCraft game as well that could be showed at BlizzCon, which is obviously going to be a Microsoft game. So, they're hitting on all cylinders here, and their momentum's already started this month with big Game Pass ads already for the first and second week of January. And then also the Dev Direct, they just announced 3 heavy hitters, with the Playground Games, 2 big titles, and then also Game Freak's big title, which, as you know, I mentioned earlier, Pokemon's like one of the biggest franchises in the world. So people are going to check this game out, especially people on PC. And they've got all the momentum going in when they're building all these back-end infrastructure, as well as the PC storefront. There was just a news article that came out saying that they were improving the PC experience with Xbox. So they're building the cloud to be even better than it is now. They're also building the full screen experience with the Ally being the initial kind of beta, I would say, for Magnus, because they're going to take a lot of what they learned from the handheld and build it into the console, as well as there's going to be an OEM version as well. I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you heard, Brand, there's going to be an OEM version from what we've heard, potentially Asus again, just a PC build instead of a handheld. That would be something a lot of PC gamers, I would sure be interested in if they don't want to wait for Magnus. And then we're going to have Microsoft's console, which I think they're going to have an even more improved, Auto SR super resolution is going to be even more prevalent. There's new storage technologies I was reading. I think we read it on a previous podcast. Better sampling and upscaling technology, AI improvements, AI assistance. With games, not everybody's going to like that, but I mean it's more options, right? They're going to have better designed architecture as well with the motherboard and the design of the console itself. They're going to be using new dev kit technology with, as you know, like the newer versions of FSR and super sampling, and it's really going to take things to the next level, because I think with some games, like the game that Kojima's working on, OD, where they basically develop a game that builds off the resources of not just the console, but the cloud as well. So they're getting much more power to put into a game than with just one piece of hardware. They're relying on servers as well on the back end, pushing that data through and that performance through to where you're experiencing a game on a broader, more detailed and immersive scale. OD being the horror game, the potential of that is very exciting. Even Kojima said that he wasn't sure if he's going to pull it off because it's like that's nothing that we've ever seen before. This is the next generation that people have been waiting for, where the game experiences are not tied to just one piece of hardware, where it's multiple different pieces of hardware and cloud technology pushing that experience. So that's something nobody's ever seen before. So this is going to be a big, I think, introduction to that with the next generation. So the hardware as well as the features, not just the games, are really exciting too, because they're building something that's never been done before in gaming. If you think about it, never. Not to this scale, not with everything on the back end of as well in terms of like cross save and cross progression on any device. Just nobody's doing that, and they're going to be the first out the gate, and they have the most resources, so they're going to basically build the best of the best in terms of that. And this is kind of a sneak peek of what we're seeing now. They're going to focus this whole year on releasing their big games and then continuing building their infrastructure and their software and learning their experiences from the Ally to build it into Magnus and the next generation experience, which I think we're in for a real treat, because it's definitely going to be that big leap that we got in the previous, like back in the day when we were kids, like those previous leaps from like Nintendo to Super Nintendo and then to 64, like those kind of big generational leaps. We're going to see that in this console in just different ways than what you'd expect. Not just the graphical aspect, but everything else. The latency, the resolution, the frame rates are all going to be much better. On top of instant loading, potentially, with a lot of games where there is no loading at all. It's like in complete immersive experience. At least that's what I think it's going to be in some ways. But yeah, no, it's a very exciting time to be an Xbox gamer, because we're experiencing something that the other two will never experience, at least not for a while, if they even go down that road. Sony's kind of starting to, but I don't know if they'll actually take that plunge. I think they're just more focused on their core audience and continuing to live off the popularity and the success of the PlayStation 4. They're still, and they're chasing the live service golden egg, which they'll never attain because they went the wrong direction and they chose the wrong studios to do it. Talking to you, Bungie. But no, that's just my perspective on it. I think as Xbox fans, we're the most we're going to be in the most we're going to be in the best position to enjoy gaming at the fullest, because we're going to get access and privileges to features and games that the other two just won't be able to keep up in different ways. So it's very exciting, especially if you think about it from not just the gaming perspective, but the technical perspective, because it's going to be quite an amazing device when it comes out next year. So, because I know, well, I don't know, but based on what we've heard and read through supported leaks and sources and different information online, it seems like at some point this year we will get a reveal, and then next year it's going to come out. It makes sense, right? Do the big reveal on your anniversary. It's just the setup of it, the coincidences just makes sense to me that would work, right? Given the circumstances, like, why wouldn't you? It just makes a lot of business sense too, because everybody's high on you, right? Like high on your entertainment and your excitement of the brand and of the games, that you build it up even further by announcing your new console, and that kind of shuts down a lot of the negative talk about them not continuing to do hardware, because it's not enough for them to say it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. It's better just to show it and just get it over with. And even if it's just a tease, like if we could just get a name and maybe a shadow of what it looks like, that would be cool. But yeah, this year is going to be insane. So I'm looking forward to it.
That was beautiful, man. I gotta say, man. Spark 117, you got anything to say, man? You got anything to say, Spark 117? He might be playing Halo, man. Or he might be feeding his little fish.
I was on that greenery listening, man. That was a beautiful one, Rez.
Thank you.
Well,
And you know
I'll
what?
just say,
Echoing off everyone.
what
Get
you looking
ready.
forward to? What you looking forward to, Spark?
It's just gonna be a banging experience coming out. We're gonna have a teaser of that new Magnus console coming out on the 25th year of anniversary. We're gonna have brand new IPs being thrown out, brand new end game developer coming up. We're gonna have a nice shadow drop. I hope Hi-Fi Rush comes out with another game.
Yeah, they already said that they're working on their next game, and it's probably not going to be anything related to Hi-Fi Rush. It's going to be a completely new game.
One thing, I hope they show a little something of Blade. I want that Blade game come out, man.
So actually, I got some news on that too.
Blade game.
If you're interested. So
Yes.
the director of the game came out recently because people were asking if it was going to show up at the Game Awards or if it was going to show up at the Dev Direct, and he said they're working hard on the game, but they're not ready to show it yet. So we still got a little bit more of a wait. I think we'll see. I think we'll probably definitely see at least a teaser for the showcase, like the summer showcase. We'll definitely at least see another, maybe a little gameplay. But I don't know. It doesn't, from what he was saying, it seemed to me it's going to be like a 27, 28 like release for Blade.
Oh, that's going to be a big game. That's going to be a big game.
What do you think, Famo? Like, that sounds about right?
And Starfield 2.0, I'm looking forward to that. If they're going to be revamping it like the Cyberpunk, it's going to be amazing.
Look what I just posted.
Yeah, it's like a Cyberpunk, like a Cyberpunk level upgrade.
But the thing is, I really enjoyed Starfield the way it is. Sorry.
Breaking news. Bro. Full stuff. So I just got this alert. Breaking news. I don't know if everybody has seen this or if y'all have talked about this, but this is Microsoft making another huge jump with the technology. I told y'all we're in the era of big tech. We are in the era of big tech. So you're going to see the name Microsoft. You're going to see the name Apple. You're going to see the name Samsung. You're going to see IBM. You're going to see those names floating around more. Amazon. You're going to see those names more. That's right. Because you are in the big tech company. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go. Yeah, matter of fact, nah, look. I ain't gonna do you like that. I'm just gonna do this. I'm sending something over to your phone, Raz, and I want you to read it. We're gonna do a PBS moment. All right. That Microsoft is still pulling money out. So I just got news that Microsoft just bought another acquisition. And it's called Osmos. Now, Rez, when you get that, let everybody understand, read the article and let understand what Osmos is.
Microsoft announces the acquisition of Osmos. So they announced the acquisition on January 5th, which is an agentic AI data engineering platform specialized in simplifying complicated and time-consuming data workflows. Osmos employs agentic AI to convert raw data into analytics and AI-ready assets in OneLake, the unified data lake at the core of Microsoft Fabric. Management reported that the acquisition supports Microsoft Fabric's objective to allow customers to unify all data and analytics into one secure platform. In addition to the acquisition, they also announced a multi-year partnership with Cognizant to help enterprises in the fields of healthcare and life sciences, retail, financial services, and manufacturing to harness AI-powered solutions. The partnership entails the embedding of agentic AI and Copilot, which is their AI, powered by Foundry IQ, Work IQ, and Fabric IQ capabilities into workflows to allow operational resilience, boost productivity, and enhance customer experience. Management reported that the partnership expands upon Cognizant Neuro AI suite of offerings, which leverage Microsoft Cloud and AI services. Yeah, so that's it's like their AI push, you know, which they've been beating the drum on. You know, they're heavily invested AI. They made a lot of business decisions, a lot of RIF reduction in force moves because they're all in like in gaming, they're all in on AI. So they're investing billions of dollars into it, and that's why they're moving for higher profit margins and trying to make Xbox more profitable so they can turn around and invest those into AI. So that's their big push right now. So it makes sense that they're expanding upon it.
Always like to go up against me, bro. Haven't they learned to going up against me is nothing but the L result, bro? Why they keep messing with me out here, man? I don't get it. I told you, this next technology is going to be a far advancement. It's going to leap generation. So don't expect Microsoft to be doing any favors. They're going to be ahead of their time. They're not going to be where Nintendo and PlayStation is at. It's going to be a whole nother level. Even for PC, it's going to be a whole nother level. A whole nother level. Only those with high-end premium PCs will understand this level. That's it. But we're going to be going there by default. There's not going to be all these low-tier, mid-tier, high-tier Xboxes out here. You're going to have to make your mind up by investing in it now. That's it. For me, you know, I got good credit. If I see it, I'll just go get it. I can't speak that for other people. If you ain't got good credit, go cut some yards. Go wash some cars. Go do something, get an extra job, whatever. But you can't come to me talking about I can't afford video gaming. I don't listen to people like that. Because I'm pretty sure you got that new iPhone or that new Samsung Galaxy in your hand. Or you got that nice ride or something. Don't tell me that you can't afford gaming, but you out here talking gaming. You can't have it both ways, man. All we know over here on these Xbox side of things is that this is our 25th anniversary. Now, I don't know about y'all. I don't know if anybody ain't never experienced an anniversary before. But when you experience an anniversary, it's personal, it's intimate, it's selective, it's exclusive. You don't, if you have a wife or you have a girlfriend, right? Or a boyfriend, right? And y'all are in a relationship and you're going to celebrate an anniversary moment within your relationship. You don't do that with your mom and dad too. You don't include your brothers and sisters involved or cousins and grandparents and that. You do it between y'all two. It's something special between y'all two. That's what makes an anniversary special. I mean, am I the only one out here sounding deranged? Let me know. Rez, let me know. You've had some anniversaries. Let me know.
No,
I know you ain't.
I wanted to do it big today.
Right?
I wanted to talk about the excitement, Famo, with you about what's going on and what's going to happen in the next few years. You and I, we're ready. We're ready, bro.
We're ready, bro.
Yeah,
we're ready.
We're here.
Up.
Yep.
I don't care. I'm like Xbox brand. I don't care if it's 1,000 to 1,200. I'm getting it.
Happy anniversary, Xbox.
And I don't want to just get that console with my C2 LG. I want to get a brand new updated TV too. I want to get the
C4, or is it C4 now? Right?
What is it?
The LG C4. Yeah.
I'll get the year back.
Oh, this is C5 right now. The C6
the
is
5
about to
now.
get,
That's right.
Coming soon. That 5 is 144 hertz, if I come correct.
Woo!
And I think the 6 is gonna go higher. Well, we're in a perfect era of gaming. We're being
How much
ushered.
is that?
You were saying, Leo?
Spartan, how much is the TV?
The TV, the one that you want is like 1,700.
Are
15
you
your price? Because
Yeah,
American prices are different than
they're
Canadians,
expensive,
right?
but they're
No.
worth it.
No, that's nothing. If it's 1,700, I'm happy.
Yeah, man. That is I think it's for me in Canada for the 55-inch is 1,700. But I do believe in America, the C5 has to be less than that. You guys are like $300 cheaper than us. We're paying the difference. Just like Apple product, man. You guys pay less than we do. We got screwed. It's gonna be great.
My man
great,
Kima said the C5 has a 156 hertz refresh. Well, that's
Oh, there you go.
That's nice. What I really would love, Mr. Kima, is one that had 240, but that's we can do it. 156 is good enough. That's more than enough, man. For a big screen, that's more than enough. Yeah, that's nice. Hey, yo, Mr. Kima, do me a favor. Look up the C5 price right now. Go to Best Buy and look. I'm curious, y'all, because whatever it is, I want the TV the year before.
Yeah, I don't think gaming would.
Yeah, what'd you say, Rez?
I don't think gaming would be the same without Xbox. Really, like I had a great high school years playing and college and like mid and 20s too.
Think about it.
It's just it's a great place to play. You know, I never had any problems with my Xboxes anyway. They've always been fun for me, great experiences, you know, like fun to see my friends like mod and hack them and do all sorts of cool stuff with them, like outside of gaming, you know, basically make it into like a media box or a music box, you know, like a music player or video movie player, or like a server in some cases. It's just also like the community too. Is completely different from the other two. You know, I've always enjoyed all of their flagship games and Ninja Gaiden, a lot of other big games. So I'm excited for the future now. I'm ready for everything this year and the next 2 years to come because, like I said earlier, they have over 30 games in development, and they're not stopping, especially now with ABK. They're only going to keep expanding and getting bigger, and they truly are going to be at some point like the Google. I would say, I wouldn't even say Netflix. I would say more like the Google of gaming, because they're just going to be almost everywhere you could think of. They've already expanded to. They just announced that they're expanding to more TVs, more smart TVs. So it's going to get to the point where every TV is going to have support for it. As long as it's a smart TV, Game Pass will be there. So, and what's the biggest thing that people are on outside of their phones?
I'm making
they're on their TVs.
I got the bench press, famo. You just went into another round. So what's the newest TV brand that Xbox just did that for? Isn't it
Hisense? Hisense, yeah.
Listen to that. Listen to that. Not bad for a dead console, huh? Now I can't just show off my LG. Hisense is about to join me. TCL is powerful too. I was repping TCL first.
Yeah, we couldn't get the nice TVs at first, right? We had to work to get the C4s, the C3s, the Samsungs.
Look, man, me and 517, We was challenging every day, man. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
We
so
went all
good,
out
man.
for a minute, man. We got our TVs, we got our
Man, you
boxes.
jumped.
Whew.
That told me, Rez.
Hey, fellas, I do gotta head out here though.
I'll be for the.
You're cutting out, family. You're cutting out.
You're cutting out,
I
family.
outdid him. I outdid him. Yo, I just want to say this. Rez, you gonna get us out of here. I want to say this. Everybody that came out tonight, shouts to Robo, shouts to Striker 300, shouts to the whole Mighty Chat Pack. Yo, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know who it is. It's Di-RRec Gaming. This is the new legal. Resident Gamer Zero, Spawn 11, the realest one, Game Strength, crew members, everybody out there, all the real Xbox Green Street warriors out here in infinity rooms. Y'all know we're heading in gaming history, but we're here to represent 5th anniversary Xbox on Di-RRec Gaming. The whole continued year is going to be nothing but fire, nothing but hype. I'm not letting my foot off of nobody. Please subscribe
Xbox
to the
forever.
Know what it
Xbox
is,
for
man.
life, famo. The Book of X never falls.
Rez, send us out of here, man, so we can get out of here. But before you do, Mr. Kima said the LGC 565-inch is priced at $1,599 at Best Buy. Okay, that's not
wow,
bad.
that's not bad. Yeah.
That's a steal.
That's a steal. Okay, thank you for that, man. Yo, Rez, send us up out of here, bro.
Hey, just wanted to say thanks for coming, guys. Love talking about the anniversary and what we're excited about. There's a lot to be for an Xbox fan, so don't go anywhere. Just enjoy this year and the next 3 years, and that new console reveal is coming. So get excited.
Spartan, let them know what's up, baby, from Canada.
Buckle up. Strap up. We about to hit the stars, man. Enjoy gaming, all of gaming. Smoke greens on the side and game on more gaming. Shout outs to
Yes, sir.
And with that, people, I want to say keep it gaming. I don't want to see you tucking your chain. When you coming out here front and being an Xbox gamer, you stand tall. I don't want to see nobody tucking their chain. We come here to do one thing and one thing only. That's to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us gaming. I go by the new legal. This is Di-RRec Gaming. We out of here.
Peace.